very nice.
I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my at you. A huge supply of tish comes from my chocolate starfish. How about some crap, you little twat? Now I'm really getting rather mad. You're like a niggly tiggly shitty little tag nut. I'm going to eat you up and crap you out. Something, something, something up my butt. Yeah, what? Up my butt. Your butt. My butt.
Well done, Dylan. Well done.
I just love that line. You're like a wiggly, tiggly, shitty little tag nut. Wiggly, tiggly. Jake Shea, that is a masterpiece of songwriting from Conker's Bad Fur Day, in which you fight the giant poo monster.
I am the great mighty Pooh. Does this iPad have any battery? No. It doesn't. I always forget to charge it now. I don't know what's wrong with me.
How about some more caviar?
No.
And I remember the gosh, man, I can't believe I played that game. Now I look back in that game,
when
that
you
game
were
was
like 7 years old.
wild. Because that two-player mode was so fun, where you were the teddies
Yes.
and the villagers, and you had to run up and the
It
teddies
was
were trying
really
to shoot
fun.
you.
Yeah.
But I remember the villagers were always like going hoi 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 hoi, and I was like, I always thought as a kid they were saying horny, but they were
Yeah.
saying hurry. I think like hoi hoi.
Oh.
But like I think that's what they were saying. But I remember they
Might
made
have been
those
making
sounds,
noise.
and the teddies were always like, just made weird little hissing sounds.
We're not playing that game though.
I would love to play that game. Oh, she dead. Is there no
dead.
volume on this, or is it just the?
I think there's just
Oh,
no
okay.
volume playing right now. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Happy
We
Friday.
gotta go back to our.
We woke up in this person's room, who was maybe the cousin and maybe the blonde girl. We don't know.
Oh my god! How do I jump?
Horse
Oh.
people, though. Look out. Be careful with horse people. Has Dylan lost his... Oh, yep. That's the same chandelier
The
that was in the
courts.
library. That's the...
It's the Courts family.
Yep. They're rich. They're rich! Are they our cousins? You know, apparently, I'm a lot funnier than I think I am. Because... Hypnosis is down there somewhere. Oh, yes. F it. Hypnosis is down there somewhere. Yeah. It's caught on like wildfire. What does that do? You might ask nothing. I just didn't know what else to comment with. Feel free to drop a link to any of those videos.
You're the fan
in our
that I
chat.
love. Pelvis Cressley and the flip and the hip thrusters.
Pelvis Cressley.
Sell more records. that's funny.
While you do that, I will do...
You're the fan that I love.
I'm yelling at people from Europe.
Follow up to the smash hit. Even though I'm a big star and you're just a fan, perhaps someday we could be together.
Cuts deep, dude.
Who buys this crap?
Cuts deep.
Meta.
Huh?
Meta? Anybody got tickets to Taylor Swift, huh? Anybody?
Yeah, this room is huge.
Yeah, this is a big room. And there's a
Hushed
pig.
whispers in the hallway? I should investigate.
You heard whispers from all the way over here. Look at this crap.
She's sharp. Anyway, for anybody who's like out of the loop,
How long this room is.
Dylan might be found guilty of murder. She has to work really hard to climb up on that bed. How old is she?
Yeah, look at
Look
her
at-
head.
yeah.
She's head level with this crap, bro. She can barely see over it. Maybe it's just supposed to be huge. But no, that's a nightstand in the back.
Yeah, I think she's just tiny. Even still, high ceilings in this room.
Wow.
That mirror is like taller than she is.
Mr. Piggy.
It's locked. From the I would trap a child in his nightmarish hellscape.
It's the top tier content creator, Mr. Phalanx Army. Yes. Address him with
She peeked
respect.
Through the tiny keyhole.
But yeah, he's been killing it. Check it out.
As her eyes adjusted to the light, she recognized the substantial frame of Winston LeClue,
Winston LeClue.
Atherton's long-standing sheriff, and Jenny's.
Granddad!
Stickler for rules.
Jenny's
Distrust
relationship
humor.
with her grandfather
Weakness
was
for tiny
contentious, to say the
kittens.
least.
He distrusts humor. Don't make a joke around him. He won't trust you.
He's so serious.
He
Too
was
kind,
a
too
stern
kind.
and humorless man who placed honor, tradition, and the law above all else.
Sometimes even family.
But what was he doing here?
And who is he talking to?
Florence Glatz, influential socialite, generous
Florence and Richard
philanthropist,
Glatz were the
suspiciously
wealthiest couple in
white
town
teeth.
and hugely influential. Their company, Glatz Mining and Supply Corps, was the oldest in Arthurton. While Richard may have been the head of the business, everyone knew that Florence wore the pants. Exceptionally charming and generous, she always had a smile on her face.
Which is why I don't trust her one bit.
Well,
Being
can't trust
careful
anyone,
not
can
to
we?
make a sound.
Can't trust
genuinely
humor, can't trust women. Nothing.
With everything going on, I don't have time to watch her.
It's no trouble at all, really, Winston. She can stay for as long as she likes. The girls are great friends. I only hope she feels better soon. That was quite the scene she made at the funeral.
She should have left the boy alone.
What are we talking
Really,
about?
Winston, this whole situation must be unbearably traumatic.
I don't know the
for
funeral,
poor girl.
Yeah, what funeral? What
Her
boy?
mother in jail, and what she saw in the library. One shudders at the thought. And all this barely a year after what happened to Henry.
She'll be fine. Just keep an eye on her. She can be a real handful.
Oh, don't worry. I've planned everything. Pony rides, afternoon tea, and tomorrow we're going dress shopping.
It's lit, y'all.
Pony rides.
Woo! We riding ponies.
Who's the last person
To
who
ride
got
a pony?
who got a pony for their birthday? You know, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to someone who's gotten a pony for
Has
their birthday?
anybody this year gotten a
Oh,
pony
that
for their
reminds me.
birthday?
Do you know anyone in any of your lives who has gotten a pony for their birthday?
Anybody?
That's like such
They locked
that's
me
a
up, now they wanna
lot of
torture me?
work.
Yeah, true.
You're taking care of a horse now. Horses are cool.
Horses are cool.
I need to get out of here. Fast.
But her curiosity was piqued. She had to know what Mrs. Glatz had gone to fetch. And so she waited.
Now it seems like we've jumped forward in time where, like, maybe the funeral for the dean has already
Nathaniel
happened.
Glatz stared disapprovingly back at Jenny.
No, I can't imagine that. I think it's just the next day.
What funeral were they talking about, I wonder? Maybe her dad's
Actually,
funeral
this
like
was
a
the
year
man
ago?
who saved
That's
Arthurton.
probably it. And she probably said something bad.
When the quartz mines
Like, I
began to run
suspect
dry,
someone did it, probably.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
his research
She
into
out
the
of
unique
pocket.
properties of the crystals that secured the future prosperity of the town and the company.
They're alien crystals, though.
Ooh.
Fake
He's
badge.
got a
The
badge.
duty of sheriff had been Winston's birthright. Passed
APD.
from father to son for generations. Of course, that tradition would now end with him. But he preferred not to think about that. When Thaddeus T. Pumberton discovered the first quartz seam
I'm sorry,
lying in
who?
the Great Mountains,
Thaddeus D. Pumberton. Thaddeus T. Pumberton. God damn, that's hard.
That guy.
Thaddeus T. Pumberton.
little did he know
TDP.
the impact it would have on the future of the town.
Little did he know the Glatz family would muscle in and take over the whole operation.
Nowadays, it was hard to go anywhere in town without seeing something made from it.
Whoa.
Huh?
We lost him.
Where did he go?
What if I had looked at that first?
He Batmaned on out of here.
What do you
Yeah, I don't know. Because what if you saved his badge for last? You can't look at his badge and not be looking at him. They're good. Maybe it doesn't let you do it first. Maybe it makes you do it last.
Winston,
Good point.
what are you doing down there?
Thought I heard something.
Really? A man of your age spying on teenage girls? I've told you already. She won't be going anywhere.
It was probably just Jenny's imagination.
Won't be
but
going
those
anywhere.
words felt oddly.
Sinister.
What?
Here.
Why does Mrs. Glatz have official police documents?
Satisfied.
How is Julie?
She's in the safest place, behind bars.
Surely they don't believe she's guilty.
I don't envy you, Winston.
It's his daughter.
Yeah.
It must be hard to stay.
I mean, she's got to be detained if
impartial.
she's a suspect, right?
Yeah, but who's going to say that about their family already? I would. Innocent until proven guilty.
True.
If the poor dear would just confess, it would make things much
I mean,
easier.
come on.
I have everything under control.
Of course you do, dear. No one doubts your loyalty to Arthurton. We must continue to look out for each other, now more than ever.
Sheriff, are you receiving?
Go ahead.
It's the LeClue house, sir. We found something.
This
I'll be
was
right there.
blackmail. Framing. Like the
It
picture.
sounds like you've got important things to take care of.
Yes. Well, good night, Florence.
Florence Pugh?
Good night, Winston.
Don't let her out of your sight. She is a LeClue after all.
I'm sure we'll manage.
Who's we?
Kermit's from Jealous.
Jenny couldn't
Jealous, he
believe
found the
what she
Skittles.
just heard.
Skittles? Oh god, you made me want Skittles, man. Now I want candy.
Everyone thinks my mom's a murderer.
Thankfully, her mother's fate was in safe hands. The fine people of the Atherton Police Department.
Oh, God. She's gonna rot in jail.
Jenny could leave the case to them and enjoy a fun week of pony rides and
I'll kill them in
shopping
cold blood.
sprees.
What's wrong with you? Hey, what's your problem, man?
No.
Are you gonna let's go them?
What are Skittos?
They're little goats. They're like
No.
my favorite Pokemon.
Oh.
Or, you know, they're up there.
Mom always says a great
wild
detective leaves
binacle.
nothing to chance. I have to do something.
This is a hideous Pokemon,
She
and I
was
hate
just
it.
a kid.
But here I
What
go,
could she
Poke catching
possibly
again.
do?
This is my chance. Case of a lifetime. My mom needs me, and I won't let her down. I'm gonna find my stuff and get out of here.
You know what?
Just
I'm not
like that,
regretting
a
taking
great
the
adventure began.
tag anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think my mom did it.
I guess if the police are
I think it's a
corrupt,
framing. What the fudge?
then- I think you just lost. I think you're about to get a game over.
Freddy Fazbear.
Exactly.
You're my best. You scared the life out of me, pig.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, we're just going through this again?
You are my best friend.
You're special. You're special.
I love that it just repeats itself.
The sun was
That could be a
setting behind the
compliment or
great
an insult.
mountains of Atherton. Cradling the town
Maybe
in
it's secretly a
warm
really-
red embrace.
Mean and biting pig. That's harsh word.
I mean, let's be honest.
The shadow doesn't match
If
the
you're
window.
like the dumbest person on earth, you're special.
You're special. You're unique. There's no one like you.
I have to
Thank
go.
God.
Also, if you're the smartest person on earth, you're special.
The shadow doesn't match the pattern on the window.
Or the person who looks most like a pig on earth, they're special too. Or the person with the most books in their house, they're special.
Also, you don't cast a different shadow when you're in front of... What's going on with this window? Whoa! It's squid time. Write it down, people. 9:47 p.m. That's squid time.
I would use my falcon eye. Sharingan!
All the dangly bits are swaying. Strange. It's not windy in here.
Dangly bits?
Don't stand underneath it.
Couldn't you just say it's swaying?
Yeah, isn't the whole thing a dangly bit? What's up, Entomology?
Ooh,
How
I
are you
like
doing?
the golden freaking thing on it. I like that. Why is it like that?
There's a track in the ceiling panel
What do you
around
mean?
the chandelier.
Oh.
It looks like it can move.
It's golden, see? Watch. Well, now it's not.
What am I
I guess it
looking at?
wanted me to... Like, this is green, you know?
Oh,
That one was
oh,
golden.
oh,
And I was like, oh, that looks special.
A heart-shaped mirror for the lady who loves herself.
Well, you know, it's good to love
Oh,
yourself.
there's a little thing on the right, but I
It's hot.
think
Oh, it's been
just
on for
one
a
of
while?
those- That thing.
I'm not touching it. I'll burn myself.
Oh.
Ooh. Quick scope. Might be a pattern there that I have to... Why would there be a pattern built into this girl's mirror?
I don't know.
Seriously, who has windows?
I
this
still
big?
don't know exactly whose room this is.
Yeah, that's a good question. Who has windows this big?
Below, Lake Nowhere stretched out as far as the eye could see. In the distance,
Currently
Jenny
putting
could
off writing
just make out the
another
big
term
lighthouse
paper to make
in
Christmas
Sky
gifts for
Island.
people.
Bro, you're just writing all
You have
the
a
time.
lot of term papers.
It's
But
foggy
that's
out
nice.
there.
Christmas gifts are nice. People tend to like those.
Yeah, people
Crocheting a blanket, which is truly the most macho of pastimes. I don't
Having
know.
it at the Heroes Memorial. I'm not reading this whole thing.
Yeah, see?
Oh, but I have to look for clues.
Well, there's a thing on the
It's
left.
a memorial, though. It wasn't a... Wait.
It's not a thing you need, but it's one of those things. How are you two doing? Pretty well.
It said it was
I played some
devastated
basketball
last Thursday. This is Monday. So it's been about 3
Yeah,
days.
it's been a time skip.
But... Oh, I guess Jenny passed out for a few days then. Because she just woke up and she's like, why am I here? You know? So it's not like she just fell asleep and got transported somewhere.
Yeah, or maybe some time went by and she's confused today, but... Channeling your inner Thundercats and gaining sight beyond sight. Heck yeah, dude.
No?
Monday morning edition.
It said found 0 out of 4 clues. Is that what I'm looking
Jake's
for?
been
Is
working
this
on a
it?
blanket for months. Yeah, that thing. That's what I was talking about. There's one of those in the mirror too, but you don't need those.
I don't care. The only way up is out. The only way forward is down. What?
The only way up is out, and the only way forward is down. Should I write that down? Booster, can you remember that for us?
Pushed from the balcony?
What's the most impressive thing you guys have ever
And no
crocheted?
mention of electrocution.
Our chatting crocheters.
I don't know, I just have to scan the text. That's kind of a cool function.
I don't remember any of this.
Since able to witness shouting members of the congregation,
How's
damaged
it-
property, and even desecrating the corpse. After a
Oh!
long chase, the girl collapsed and was carried from the premises. Yeah, was this
Unstable
you?
child was witness. Who?
I bet that kid's in a lot of trouble.
That kid, I think, is you. Maybe not.
Mom wasn't covered in blood.
Yeah, after
That's a
knowledge.
lie.
Well, we don't really know. We saw her, but I don't think we really saw her. We saw her in a vision.
No, I think that was her. Right?
Oh no, yeah, we fell out the window and she was
Yeah.
there, right? Yeah, you're right.
Locked
You're
away
right.
in a jail cell for a crime she didn't commit.
Don't worry, Mom. I'll prove you didn't do it as soon as I get out of here. Either
Daughter-in-law
this
to
is
Sheriff
shoddy
LeClue.
reporting, or someone
Okay.
is trying to cover up what really happened. My mom's still in jail, so the police must not think this was an accident.
And if it wasn't an accident, then
The real killer is still out there.
Probably a set of Paw Patrol for a birthday gift, says Jake. And Entomology says, I made my brother an Agumon
seen
doll
some
last year.
clothes.
Oh, that's
Seen
yes.
that
Please post a
somewhere.
picture in the Discord. We would love that. Yeah, anybody, post your pics in the Discord, wherever you think they fit. Art,
Well, my
Squidville
clothes
IRL,
definitely
wherever.
aren't here.
Oh, dang, you wearing a blanket? That's really cool, yeah.
Too pink, too expensive, too flashy. That Mountain Dew is good.
It'd be easy to spot amongst all the sequins and ribbons.
Such an ominous noise. I'll drop them in art. There you go. Nice. Thank you guys.
See? Gold.
It's gold now, yeah. Well, it's a sticker. It's a sticker.
Okay. So there was a track in the
The chandelier in the ceiling.
yeah, but what is that help?
I don't know. I kind of thought the light bulbs on the mirror were going to activate something. See, there's like a switch or something on the wall there.
And I can't turn them off.
Best in show, horse ballet. First prize, advanced table etiquette. There's one here for best smile. Seriously?
Okay, so I have to get out of here somewhere.
I don't have my detective gear to besides. I can't just walk out in front of Mrs. Glatz. I love you. I love you.
Oh.
What the f is up, Denny's?
Thank you.
The thing next to the mirror? Right there on the wall?
Yeah, I can't do anything though.
You can't, like...
I can't. The only options I get, the only things I can do if I get a mark. Can I? No, I can't pull the
Can't
bag.
magnifying
Can I?
glass it?
No, there's no option to. Well, I suppose there is an option, but it will tell me usually on the bottom of the screen,
Right.
if there is something to magnify.
Well, then, I guess we've got the light bulbs on the mirror.
Yeah, but I might not be able to touch any of them now.
Oh, yeah.
They're too hot to touch while the lights are on. They're
Yeah,
too hot
good
to
point.
touch while the lights are on.
So I guess once they're on, they're kind of on.
They're too hot to touch while the
Yeah, I
lights
couldn't
are
turn
on.
them off, so I was like, I'll turn them all on.
Yeah. Well, then.
See, is there
Something
something up
behind
here,
the
maybe?
horse picture? Or...
on the other side of the lake, beyond the Forgotten Forest, sat a more modest house. No fancy windows or crystal chandeliers. Just a small wooden frame in need of painting.
Home.
That's where we live.
Maybe I have to check the windows fully.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
what
now
it
it'll
wants me to do.
prompt
Well,
something
maybe
else.
I can still look at the record. Maybe that's what it wants me to do.
You're the fan that I love. That was Cressley and the hip thrusters.
Oh, the mirror, or the heart. Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
But how are you gonna turn them off now? You turn them all on.
Okay, so it's just a. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, the fifth one out, and the fourth one from the bottom. Okay.
We have to find a way to turn the power off.
They're too hot to touch while the lights are on.
Can you hit the switch now? when you zoom into the mirror, can you hit the switch from that screen? You know what I'm saying? Like, just go over to the... There we go.
You genius.
So you need them all off except for... Yeah. Well, this is the opposite of what you want. But if you want to do it and then go do them all, I don't blame you.
Was that one, right?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Yeah. No, the other one. Yeah. All right. Well done, Dylan.
Cool puzzle. Why is this in this girl's house?
I don't know. Hey, cool puzzle. What the F?
Did we ever wake up? This is getting kind of wacky.
I don't know. I don't know what to believe
This
anymore.
family's disposable income is outrageous. I always knew they were hiding something.
But you know what? Spin disbelief. It's fucking awesome.
Up there.
This game has thrown us for a couple loops.
All
I
right,
don't know
bye.
what to believe. Up we go! Woo! Safety first.
Bye, Mr. Piggy. Wish me luck.
You are a tiny girl. Thank you, Mr. Piggy. Oh, there's a Mr. Piggy up here, too. It's me, Attic Piggy.
Attic.
You aren't supposed to be here.
Nice, cool.
Oh,
whoop.
come on. This it looks like green. I like the glow in the dark kind of thing we got going on here.
It's just a dusty old attic.
Oh! Well, don't give away your location.
Hello, spooky bear.
Hello, little girl.
Feels like he's watching me.
I am.
You're the only person up here.
Look deep into my eyes.
Everything in here is covered in dust, except this bear. And there's light coming from behind him.
I
What are
bathe
you
every
hiding,
day.
Spooky bear?
Spooky bear.
There's-
My name is Friendly Bear.
Light coming from behind him. How do we move
I'll
the
get to that.
spookiest
Dozens of
bear?
old boxes covered in dust and cobwebs, filled with toys, school projects, and old trophies.
Attics, where dreams go to die.
Yeah, you know, she's not, well, it's more like mementos go. I don't know.
There's so many pigs.
Yes, they do. But who are they?
And what is a pig? Hey, Vsauce.
Yeah, I could tell that was an impersonation right when you said it. Open window? Well, hold on. I want to go behind the bear.
Well, you're gonna have to find some way to move the bear. Or maybe you go through the ceiling and drop down behind him while he's not looking.
While he's not looking.
Oh, nice. Use your big girl strength. Oh! GG.
Smothered by a giant teddy bear. What an end that would have been. Just as I suspected. A hidden staircase.
It's a staircase.
I guess the window's locked?
Like, what's the
that?
window's locked? What do you mean?
The window. I could investigate the window.
Oh, the one over here?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, let's see it.
I don't know. I thought it. Well, let's see what happens.
Aha! A way out of here. Locked. But where is the lock?
Got it.
And what is a window?
Shut
I have to do the sound thing now. No, I keep typing Discord.
Discord is not a good thing.
Their house must be huge from the outside. This is like the attic above the attic.
He was no stranger to the
I got a Dunsparce. Nice. So you're gonna evolve it? I don't know how it evolves.
Ah!
Certainly not.
It's
inside
her!
Someone's
Oh
house.
my god, this girl's dope.
Is this the blonde girl?
Yeah, right? It has to be.
Probably.
Hey! What are you doing up here?
Is that thing lit? That's a torch. It's a blowtorch.
Why did that not work?
And she's pointing it towards herself.
What? What are you? What?
The blowtorch in her hand, right? Maybe it's not a blowtorch, but it's some kind of power
I think
tool.
it's
Like,
just like a soldering iron or something. I don't know. What the? She has so many of these.
maybe it's not.
Oh, annoying corn drill. Interesting. I'm excited to play. We're gonna play on Sunday.
Susie?
Yeah, that's her.
Why did-
Susie?
Why did she do that?
Susie Glatz.
It's a God's fortune. Obnoxiously popular.
Kind to a
Smells
fault.
like candy.
Jenny's cousin was also the most
I like
popular
candy.
girl
I like
in
candy
town.
too.
Oh, F's in chat for Aaron Carter. Too soon. Too soon.
I want candy.
There we go. Thank you.
Very
Carter.
catchy song back in the day, man.
Very catchy. Well done, Aaron.
Ba, 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 ba.
May you rest in peace.
Ba, 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 ba.
I feel like most of the people that I've seen that have played it are like, you know what? It's good. I like where it's going. It obviously is glitchy to heck and back, but the dust docks.
You should be in bed resting. What are you doing up here? I should ask you.
What are you doing here?
I don't care.
That's
The
what the
mysterious
lab, yeah.
figure was you.
What is all this equipment? Why is there a secret elevator running from your room to the attic? Oh,
What
you must be my collection of teddy bears.
Oh, she's trying to hide her lab. Be diplomatic. Go to the chase.
Yeah, time is of the
Don't
essence.
play dumb with me, Susan Glatz. These bears are hiding nothing. And that one's wearing a welding helmet. Well, there's a simple explanation for that. There are just too many to fit in my bedroom. Susie, clearly something's weighing heavily on your mind. Take a deep breath and answer the question honestly. I promise you'll feel better. It's not what you think. This is where teddy bears. I have vintage bears, new bears, rare collectible bears. Enough. Stop avoiding the question.
Rare bears.
You don't need to hide anything. You can be honest with me. I can't. You wouldn't understand. Try me.
Susie's secret was the kind you took to the grave. A shameful, dark secret.
What is she doing to these
Secret
bears?
So shocking she feared
Yeah, I
she would
agree,
lose
Blue Toad.
everything.
Yeah, it is very
Friends would
concerning. I agree with you
abandon
100%.
her. Her family would disown her. She'd never find true love.
Oh God, I'm going to die alone. Ugh. You can't tell anyone. You have to promise me.
We gonna tell people, obviously.
Fine, just stop whimpering like a lost puppy. You're embarrassing yourself. Here goes nothing.
Exposition!
This is my secret laboratory.
Well, freaking duh.
Yeah, I've learned nothing.
Where I design and test my inventions.
I want to see proof.
Your laboratory, where you invent things. Yes. You, a cheerleading, horse-riding, dress-wearing debutante. Yes. I want to believe you, Susie, but you know how crazy that sounds. That's why you can't tell anyone. If people found out, I'd lose everything.
Show me
Could
an
it be
invention.
true? Was Susie Glatz, in fact, a secret nerd genius?
Prove it.
Was she really leading a double life?
There's only one way to find out.
Is there?
Susan Quincy Glatz? I'm
Torture?
gonna have to ask you a few
Torture.
questions.
I'm going to torture you.
Interrogation. Well, that can be a form of torture.
Sure.
Having
Torture
to
can be
talk to
involved.
me. Good luck.
It is concerning, Blue Toad. I almost like... Obviously, I pre-ordered the game, so I own it. So I hope that it gets patched to a point that makes it more playable. But philosophically, you almost hope that doesn't happen. Because...
Jim was wearing one the day he died.
Yeah, you hate to see a pattern of like, okay, rush the game out, get it out there, and then fix it. Like, can you please release a finished game? I like DLC, but I don't like unfinished games. Back from freaking out over how gifted at Jake Shea 1 is at crocheting, aka Jake Slay.
I remember you were wearing it last Thursday.
Jake has a lot of
Billy.
gifts.
I was. What did you do that day? After you left? Peggy and I took Veronica home. She was really upset. And you were there all afternoon? Yes. Why?
That was a masterful transition. Did you catch that?
No, I missed the beginning of it.
I had to interrogate her about what she did after the lake.
Yeah.
And it was like tactful or just pressure, and I did tactful. And she was like, "You smell great. What are you wearing?" And she goes, "Oh, my perfume is called Inner Scent." And she goes, "You were wearing that at the lake last Thursday, weren't you?" And she goes, "Yes, I was." And she goes, "Hey, what'd you guys do after that?"
Yeah.
That was really good.
She is a LeClue.
I don't understand.
I'm naming the Dunsparce Batman.
I wanna know all this.
I hope you get it.
I need to rule you out as a suspect.
Dunsparce. I got you.
Good at keeping secrets.
DLC stands for Don't Finish the Game, Carl.
I don't know why you're friends with them. They are terrible character witnesses.
Obviously.
Carl! That kills people, Carl! Oh, I guess it does.
And now me.
Etymology is also very talented, y'all. Go check out the art channel on the Discord. He made an awesome Agumon.
Agumon!
Pepper breath!
You didn't exactly make things easier for him, did you? You don't remember, do you? Oh, well, I suppose it wasn't that bad. What do you mean? After you interrupted the Reverend's eulogy, and after Keith asked you to stop...
What's happening to this girl that she can't have... She doesn't
Can't
remember this?
Yeah.
You tripped and knocked over the Dean's casket. And
Oh,
because you
God.
hadn't secured the lid properly, because he rolled right out. To horrified gasps, as you collapsed and fell into his open grave.
Oh, gosh.
And that's why everyone's so worried about you.
It all came flooding back. She had tried to defend her
Wow.
mom and repair her relationship with Keith. Instead, she had ruined everything. Jenny had lost her best friend.
You should talk to Keith. I'm sure he'll forgive you.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not that simple. He thinks my mom killed his dad.
She felt the distance between them grow with every passing minute. How could she face him without answers?
I have to find the Dean's real killer.
And it's you! Susie Glatz. I remember.
A rare flower from the mountains in the Himalayas.
Rare Bear. How? Excuse me?
There's a lot of hiding stuff in people's hair in this game.
Yeah, true. This one looks like a gift.
Welding torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Pink bows, fluffy bears.
But I'm surprised by
stylish
how
clothes. She can't
small it is
possibly
and
be
the
a
fact that it's
scientist.
not plugged into anything. Don't you usually have that kind of plugged into power source? Or does it run on battery?
I don't know. I feel like it would have
Do
to
you
be
really
connected to
expect me
something.
to believe that you aren't obsessed with boy bands and the color pink? Brain or bimbo? Which one is it? I am a scientist. But I also believe in the importance of good skincare and the power of matching accessories. You sound ridiculous.
You
Susie
sound
couldn't be
well-rounded,
pretty,
Susie.
popular, and
Yeah,
smart.
very well-rounded. Very Renaissance girl, huh?
That was just greedy.
I used to hide stuff in my beard, especially when it was even longer. Like entire pencils and stuff. I would just...
Yeah, for fun, though. You didn't actually try to hide
Yeah,
it.
I didn't like try to like keep it from
You're
people.
going
but-
into a movie and you put some snacks in
Yeah.
there.
But I would like it in high
I
school
saw
and stuff.
2
Like,
out of... Oh, God. I
keep
keep
my
forgetting
pencil in
I
my
can
beard
check
and then
other
take it
stuff.
out.
These ray guns?
Ray guns, dangerous. Intricate assembly, metal or plastic?
That's metal.
All
Why would
this
it be
stuff looks
bolted
authentic.
if it was plastic?
Just for aesthetics, to
That
make it
doesn't
look
mean
like
belongs
metal.
to Susie.
Fair enough.
To appeal to like a
If this is
1960s
really
sci-fi look.
What does that thing do? That's Tim. He's a thermal imaging machine.
Hey, yo, what up? My name's
Thermal
Tim!
Projections and for depth-related topography and subsurface bodies.
Why don't you just get, like, night vision goggles?
Come again?
Hey, Susie, you're so
Let's see
dumb.
some types. Well, what about that thing?
Said it was thermal imaging, though. Thermal
That's
imaging is
Jupiter,
heat
a
imaging.
gamma-ray induction polygraph. And that?
It's a guy who puts all kinds of weird stuff in his beard? No, I'm not familiar. What kind of weird stuff?
It's a HPTM. Hydraulically propelled, so water-propelled telemetric manipulator.
I'm hip Tim.
Telemetric. Telephone sound something manipulator.
And this? That's a tea set. What? I like to drink tea. How did you get all this stuff up here anyway? And without being seen? You'd be surprised how much you can hide on a giant stuffed teddy bear. I know what's going on here. You've stolen all this stuff, and you're planning to sell it all to buy more fluffy cushions or pink horses or something. I didn't steal
Jenny.
anything.
It's bears, you idiot.
Some
She
of the
likes
parts are
bears,
from my father's
obviously.
factory. The rest I bought with my allowance.
Your allowance is
That's
massive.
some allowance. If you didn't steal it, why are you worried about people finding out? I'm head cheerleader. I'm captain of the equestrian team. If the other girls knew about this, they'd have me all the way to the back of the cafeteria.
Are you familiar with willitbeard.tumblr.com? Did you read?
No, yeah, that's what I read that. Yeah, I don't. It's a guy who puts all kinds of weird stuff in his beard. I don't know what kind of weird stuff though.
I've been paying attention to the game. Sorry.
What? A grenade?
What they think.
Grenade beard?
Them. If my parents found out about my lab,
Is that the next great supervillain?
Grenade beard.
It's me, Grenade Beard.
You could make that kind of cool. Like he has unlimited grenades because he just reaches into his beard and there's always another one.
Is that the next Smash character DLC?
No.
Why? Don't they want you to be a scientist?
We already have a freaking Snake who does that without a beard.
Snake has a beard.
Snake has a beard, but he doesn't pull it out of his beard.
Dad says science is a man's
That's his
job.
loss. Like birthday cake candles and sparklers and
Your dad's an a-hole.
pom-poms and rulers, just random objects. That's fire.
Why would your dad tell you that? Oh, you can't do that. That's a man's job.
You're clearly amazing at it, but
Pies and become prom queen.
Birthday cake candles. That's an easy one.
that's old hat, Susie.
Sparklers, pom-poms. Pom-poms.
Ugh,
Ruler.
an art
Big
getting
beard.
Stuck in the past. If
Your
anyone else
boss,
showed me the things I
your
did,
ruler, your master. What's up? Ruler? I said ruler.
call them a genius and make them his lead
Is that a
scientist.
quote from something?
Yeah, that's Plankton.
Oh.
I think I just went off on some episode.
So tell him.
Like I could be in charge of all of you. Ruler. Ruler.
I just can't.
I could rule you
I
all.
feel like he has like a tinge to his voice.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a very good impression. It's just that's the line. When he's
Eugene Krabs
in the robot
it's not
crab.
that. It's like Eugene Krabs. Yeah, he has some kind of.
You
Can't
have
do
to
it.
keep my secret.
My favorite
I'm
thing Plankton
begging you,
says is in the episode where he switches lives with Mr. Krabs. And gosh, I can't remember. He's standing on the table talking about something, and the customer comes up and is like, "Do you think this is funny?" And Plankton says, "In a cosmic sort of way, yes." That's so funny to me.
That's good. It's a good response.
Maybe there was more to Susie than she had first
So meta.
presumed.
Oh, we know. What are we doing? We know what Plankton sounds like. Is it this?
That's it, mister. You just lost your brain privileges.
There we
That's
go.
it, mister. You just lost your brain for. It's hard. That's
Yeah, he's
it,
got an
mister.
intense voice.
That's it. That's it. He has some kind of like. What? Why can't I? I have to. What the fuck?
What the?
Isn't that it? That's what it wants me to do, right? The thing back there? But I can't get over that far.
I found the bead cloth. I heard those are mild spoilers, I guess, but I heard that those are disappointingly easy. Calmoster, but let me know what you feel about it. The bead
Seeing
cloth.
textbooks strewn about the floor reminded Jenny of
Strewn!
something.
Yeah, it depends what you're looking at.
I
If
need to get my
you
stuff
don't care about the game's difficulty and like you're fine with playing super simple games and stuff, because like Mario's never really been hard.
Yeah, I don't
It's
want to.
just-
I don't need a Pokemon game to be like difficult through and through, but a couple challenges here and there are nice.
It would be
even
nice.
if they're all optional.
Just give us a difficulty. That's all we want.
Yeah,
Who the hell is Gerald?
just a difficulty setting or
Yeah, you can make the default one the same.
Yeah.
Just make it the really easy one. Just make
or
it
add
a-
all the difficult stuff in the post game. Make the game easy to beat. Fine, I don't
True.
care. But give me, if I
an
can
option.
train Pokemon and EV train them and get them the moves I want, get them to level 100. Give me a reason to do that stuff.
It'll teach kids they need to work for a win.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, you beat the game. We gave you that. But if you want to do all the optional stuff on the side, you're gonna have to get good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I need them now. I've got a dress that
I'm
would
all
be
about that.
perfect for you. It's got purple
Odyssey's
rose
kind of
gold
like that.
secrets
Odyssey's
with
not
really
very
color
hard
for
all the
your
way,
eyes.
but if you want to get all the moons, okay,
Yeah,
you're gonna have to
and
work
there's some
with.
really tough
And then there's some
challenges.
post game stuff that's like, okay, this is actually kind of tough. Nothing crazy.
I don't want to be rude to her. I like her.
No, thank you. I'd rather be burned to death.
That was,
Okay,
that
well,
was
so much
being
for,
polite.
Yeah, so much for being polite.
No one's gonna take me seriously in a purple ball gown. And where's my other stuff? Don't tell me Gerald's got my
That's
journal.
her version of
It's
polite.
irreplaceable. Like I'd let that nosy old fool see your diary. It's not a diary. It's my case notes. Right, of course. The girl's gotta have a place to keep her secrets. I put all your stuff in the lockbox under my pillows. Are you kidding me? No wonder my head hurts.
Jenny was confident that Susie wasn't involved in the Dean's murder.
Let me go
She
one shot it
wasn't
with a
evil.
fighting terrestrialized
Just
low kick.
insufferable.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think you
I
just
got
have to
my
you have to
stuff
chase it down and fight it again or something.
While you're wandering around, can you find
But-
some parts for me?
What level is Mamigo and what level is the cloth?
What? No, I did something for you.
It was true. Susie had kept Jenny's journal safe.
And answered all her
And the
questions.
Dean's ring. She'd even revealed her darkest secret to Jenny.
Fine. Enough already. What's a transistor? Oh, it's an electronic voltage regulator that... Just tell me what it looks like. It's a tiny metal object with an antenna and 3 legs. If you can't find one in my bedroom, there are some old boxes in the attic. Yeah. Transistor and battery. Got it. Go, Jenny!
I've got to get out of here.
Go, Jenny! Oh. Tim? Is that you? Is this just another... Probably.
Yeah, probably. But there is something in front.
I'll take a sticker. I got a coffee pot.
Was there something here that the magnifying glass could do or no? It looked like
No,
there
it
was.
would give me the option.
Well, never mind then. Hey, I got a joke for you. How come robots don't have brothers? Dylan, how come robots don't have brothers? Pokemon Community Game says it's because a wild Fletchinder appears.
Because they don't fraternize.
Instead, they have trans sisters. Did you just make that up?
Oh, I have to go back in the...
Poke catch.
Wait, what am I looking at here? We got a random molecule. That's not
a
a
Venn
real...
diagram with nothing in it.
That is not a real planet. That might be supposed to be an electron valence shell.
Yeah.
About a 45-degree angle right there.
I cannot
That's about
possibly be the
45.
first person to copy that pun. No, perhaps not. But if it was, you know, you hadn't heard it before.
I haven't
That's
heard it
mostly
before.
what I haven't. Low kick did 60-ish% after it powered up. It doesn't show you its level. It's just a Titan or whatever. Ouch.
I'll walk over you, like all of my enemies.
So there might be a transistor in one of these boxes? Is that what she's saying?
I suppose so. Well, there's certainly nothing here, huh? What, is that Dusty Mess?
You don't think there's anything up
Bunch
there?
of old science fair projects.
They had all been submitted by Anonymous, and they'd all won first prize.
These awards
Nobody
should be
wondered?
hanging on the walls downstairs.
It was sad to see all these marvelous
killing me.
accomplishments hidden away in the attic. Susie wanted so badly to please her parents, to live up to their expectations.
It's
of
called
what
the
a
Stony
Glad's
Cliff
girl
Titan.
should
Okay,
be.
I'm curious,
She never even
but-
told them she'd entered the science fairs.
I mean, I'm sure if you're level 18, you're not over-leveled for the area you're in.
A tiny metal object with
excuse
an
me, I would
antenna and 3
imagine.
legs. Looks like a transistor to me. Now, where can I find a battery?
We're going downstairs for the battery. This is pretty rad. You could have a friggin' elevator like this in your room.
I agree.
You better agree. That is a lot of pigs.
Oh, your stuff's under the pillow, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so many pigs.
Whoa,
Says
nice
she likes
lot.
bears, but
Stars, lips, hearts, and beakers. What would a girl like Susie use as a password?
Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. Gotcha, you're automatically gonna move. That's fine. Just do this then.
Of course it was the beakers. Clever. I
nice.
stopped.
Jenny hid the ring in her pocket and flipped through the pages of her journal.
No obvious signs of tampering. At least Susie knows how to mind her own business. Now, where can I find a battery?
Un battery. Can I climb? There you go. Use your back. Put your back into it. There's so many pigs here, man. Gosh, they're really lit all over the place.
yeah, no. And her thing was like she likes bears.
So
Explain
that's
all
not
the
gonna
pigs.
give me a... Yeah, that's strange.
Lips? Why would you have a symbol for lips? Because you like kissing boys. Obviously, Blue Toad.
Battery. Let's go find a pig. The
So you can
battery.
tell your friends about all the boys you
But I need your
kiss.
batteries.
Bend over, Mr. Pig.
Over my dead body. Over my dead body.
That's the point.
This will only hurt for a
Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, double toe. Please stop.
It works!
No!
You're hurting me!
Okay.
I'm sure there was an easier way.
That's
to
how
do
you
this.
get the batteries. You rip its hat off,
for
bro.
donating your body to science. I'll give this stuff to Susie. And
Of course,
then
it's a
I'll find way
Glatz
out of
core.
this place.
I wonder how good Glatz is at holding electronic charges, because that's surprising that it
Maybe
can do that.
Maybe the quartz or whatever that they mine from this
It
place
charges it itself.
it's like
I wonder
it's
how
like
that
better than a
happens.
lithium battery. It's Glatz quartz lithium.
You know, the fact that it just naturally does that makes me think it's radiation.
Yeah, true. It's just,
Because
yeah.
how else do you have a source of power like that? It has to be very concentrated.
Poster said that they've dissected a fetal pig. Not me.
I have, yeah. I actually have.
I think in high school.
The hardest
we
part,
did a
taking its
frog.
skin off, dude. Like, because you have to actually peel the skin off, and
Yeah.
the skin's very hard to peel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when it's been in formaldehyde.
We did a pig, though, yeah.
Here you go. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Now, back to the task at hand. Making my escape. Don't you want to know what these parts are for? Only if it will help me get out of here. Ah! Careful! It's a stick of dynamite! Dynamite? Are you crazy? You could have blown me to bits.
Jeez.
I did say be careful. What are you making bombs for? They're not bombs. They're silent
They're pies.
explosives.
Silent? I would love to explain how to do
Yeah,
that.
they're not bombs. They're stealth bombs.
Think about it. Dynamite that doesn't make a sound.
But how?
Impossible, you say? Not at all. My first breakthrough came when I discovered the unique properties of...
Glatz
I
crystals.
can use this to blow my way out of here. The explosion might be silent, but I think my mom would notice if part of the house was missing. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for the show and tell, but it's time for me to go. And how exactly are you going to leave without being seen? I'm glad you asked, Susan. I'll be making my exit through the window in the attic, once I found a way to unlock it. Oh, you're out of luck there. My parents are super security conscious. All the windows are locked electromagnetically. Where are the controls? Downstairs, in Dad's study.
Why don't you just like detonate an EMP or something?
Because we don't have
Susan!
an EMP, I guess.
Susan probably does. Yeah, I want her to help.
It's impossible to open them from up here, unless there was a total power failure. Well then, I know exactly what to do. Okay, well, I'll be here if you need help.
Well, go ahead and help me then. Yeah, help would be awesome. Fine, don't help. I don't need you, Susan Glatz.
What does this machine do? That's Judy, Kate. She's a portable lie detector.
It didn't look very portable.
Yeah, it's, first of all, it's enormous.
It's 18 feet tall and bolted to the floor. Yeah, well, I'm still working on that part. But she can detect a lie with 98% accuracy.
It's very impressive.
That's quite a claim. Let's see.
Good evening, small human child. I am Judy Kate, arbiter of truth, detector of lies.
Arbiter of truth.
Since
I
this
love
is
it.
the first time we have met, I will need to calibrate. To begin, please answer this simple question. What is the meaning of life?
Ah, simple question.
How am I supposed to answer that?
Just kidding.
Sorry, I've been experimenting with her personality chip. She's using humor to build a better rapport with subjects. Still needs some work.
Ha. Ha.
To begin,
Ha.
please tell me your name.
My name is Jenny LeClue.
Welcome, Jenny LeClue. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
I hate coffee, and I definitely don't need one right now.
Bad lie.
Jeez, dude. Relax, Judy Kate.
I think I broke it. It's okay. Her fuse just tripped. She gets very sensitive if you lie to her, especially if it's a big lie. But don't worry, she'll reset in a minute. Interesting.
Well, it can cause a power charge that way.
ripped your arc reactor out of your chest. You're gonna die in 10 minutes.
Hey! What did you do? Oh, that's just Maggie.
Couldn't it just rip the shrapnel if it was that strong? In the first place?
Why do you have a man's ring?
Ooh.
It belonged to a friend. I'm taking care of it for him. But that doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you the truth. No, I mean, why would a ring made of gold stick to a magnet? Unless...
Is gold not...
Unless it's not made of gold. No, gold is not, what's the word? Ferromagnetic or whatever?
Magnetic,
whatever.
I suppose. Yeah.
Which of these machines did you say could see inside things? Excuse me, Tim. We need your help.
Hey, yo, what up? It's Tim.
Yo, it's your boy.
It's your boy, Tim. Looking inside and seeing through things.
The big TIM.
TIM spells Tim, motherfucker.
Imaging machine. Metal, plastic, wood. There's nothing I can't see inside. Except, of course, your innermost thoughts.
Look, I don't need a best friend. I just need him to examine the ring.
Ouch. That hurt my feelings.
Go easy on him. He's quite sensitive.
All your inventions are very sensitive.
Yeah, all your inventions
Hi,
are sensitive.
Tim. Nice to meet you.
Oh, how wonderful it is to meet you, my new friend. How can I be of service?
I need you to look inside something for me.
I'd be delighted to.
My God, I
Please
do
place
that
the
so
object on my
much.
soft, velvety platform.
No one asked me to look outside.
Vast mystery and import.
I am constantly assessing my own actions. I look inside myself too.
Reveal to me your deepest secrets.
I look inside myself and recoil.
Swim in my warm bath of gamma rays. I'm peering deeply inside you. What's that? Deeper still. I've never seen one of those before.
Oh, no.
It appears you are a fan of pancakes.
God.
All the wonders
We have to
I
find a new
seen.
game to play.
Well, spit it out already.
One moment, please, while I paint you a picture of the journey we just shared.
The journey we just shared. What?
I knew there was something special about this ring. It's full of tiny cogs and gears. I've never seen such intricate craftsmanship.
Maybe that's why I got stuck in the track.
Oh, yeah, true. It was stuck in the thing, yeah.
My team is Karoo, the Quaxwell, Mamigo, the Flamingo. It's a flamingo,
Tiny
but
buttons hidden in plain sight. Clever.
Stiffmish, the Mischief, Paul Box, the that sounds like a disease. The Palmy, Claw the Cloth, and Laney the Fido. The button, tiny buttons hidden in plain sight.
I wonder what they do.
Stiffmish the
Ka-ching,
Mastiff.
ka-ching,
No, it's
ka-ching,
Flamigo.
ka-ching.
Oh, do we have to just press them in order, maybe?
What the fuck is order?
What do we say?
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power itself. What? Oh wait.
Yeah. Knowledge. Est. Oh, no.
No, yeah, I don't know why. I think it's just a random code, maybe. Oh yeah, just like that. Maybe it was in order.
I don't know.
The ring opened up like a flower.
Why
Yeah,
would the
knowledge
ring have a
itself
ring like
is.
this?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Knowledge itself is power.
Whatever its
You all
true
usually name your
purpose,
Pokemon
one
according to
thing
themes?
was
No, I just name them whatever I feel like naming them. Half the time I don't name them.
And our playthrough of Arceus, we went
Oh,
with the
true.
McDonald's theme.
Yes,
it was great.
Yeah, in Legends Arceus we did have a McDonald's theme. It was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
This ring was.
We had a McChicken.
What was our name? The player's name was like... Oh my gosh, what was our name?
Town Mooster, what was our name in Arceus? Wasn't it Mick,
It was something.
McNugget? Or...
Was it McNugget? Or were we McChicken and our starter was McDouble? It was McDouble.
It was
right?
McDouble. It was McDouble.
Yeah, her name was McDouble. Yeah. And all our Pokemon were McDonald's.
McDouble,
items.
you're right, yeah.
And then we caught our Alpha Garchomp and named it Ronald itself.
We got deep into the McDonald's lore during that run. We
really
started
did.
looking up all the lore behind the McDonald's.
There's a whole McDonald's planet.
There's a whole McDonald's planet, man. There was a garden of like hamburgers, I think.
Yeah. So bad.
Did you say Dean Strasberry?
My cousin raised a Diamond and Pearl team of 6 level 100 Bidoof. His names were all like nicknames for dogs.
Wow.
That's impressive.
He wasted that much time doing that.
Secret to Jenny.
That's insane. I've never gotten a Pokemon to level 100 fairly.
The least Jenny could do was be honest with her.
I think the highest I ever got was maybe 91, maybe?
I might have
I
gotten
trust
my
Susie.
Venusaur and Leaf Green to level 100, but now I
It's the
can't
Dean's
remember.
ring. Well, it was. You stole the Dean's ring? Technically, I found it. Jenny, you've got to turn that into the police. It could be important evidence.
Well, I'm keeping it.
Considering the police think my mom is the Dean's murderer, I certainly won't be handing it over to them. But what if they ask me
Well,
about
Doug
it?
Trio appears.
I can't lie to them. I'm a terrible liar.
Go practice on your, whatchamacallit? Lie detector.
It's not lying. It's just leaving out the parts that don't concern them. But I can't go to jail. My parents will disown me, and my reputation will be
You won't go to jail, you'll go to juvie.
No one's going to jail, as long as we protect each other.
Not a lie, you'll go to juvie.
What the?
Your secret. You keep
Oh,
it.
Andy has no balls! What is it, Doug Trio? Yeah, you know what? Doug Trio is kind of classic. I almost
Now
put,
has no balls.
I almost put Command Doug Trio.
I've done that so many times. Doug Trio, I want a Doug Trio! Exclamation point, Doug Trio.
Now go back to whatever mad science experiment you were doing. I've got a window to open.
I've got a window to open. Wait, I don't need to short the power? I do need to short the power.
Dosk Trio. Yes, thank you, Ophthalmology. It's a very Andy thing to type.
Complex formulas filled the large chalkboard. Clearly
I
the
don't
work of a
see a
genius.
formula, but sure.
Okay, she's secretly smart. We get it. What is all this anyway? Oh, that? I'm working on a proof to help me pick the perfect prom dress. You've got to be kidding me. I know. I'm not sure it can be done either. But I've got to try. It's the biggest decision a girl has to make. Gross.
Gross. Bye, Tim. Thanks for your help.
My name's LeClue. My name is LeClue. That's all I got, really. Time to die!
The heck? You crazy.
That stupid robot just tried to kill me. Oh, be careful. Claude is very fragile. Fragile?
What if I had ducked?
It's
That'd have
enormous.
been wild. Freaking.
haven't
Is her name
finished
Susie?
calibrating
I
yet.
forgot her name.
Yeah.
If you want to help, get him to pick some things up and put
Susie
them down.
Glatz.
He needs the practice. Just don't pick up anything too heavy.
Susie Crabgrass.
Susie Crabglatz.
So I could pick stuff up with him.
Yeah. But nothing too heavy.
Oh, it's like a crane.
Crush its head. This is a fun game, huh, guys?
What? Why did you... Put him in the chair! Okay, nope. Did not let that happen.
Thank you, Entomology. Actually, I mean, you're welcome, Entomology. Nothing too heavy! Nothing too heavy! Your parents don't know about this?
Must have been too heavy. Please be gentle with Claude. He's only a prototype, and I'm out of replacement parts. I got it!
In the back of Jenny's brilliant mind, a plan was forming.
I know exactly how to get out of here. can I escape from Glatt's Manor?
Oh boy.
When I overload the robot arm, it sparks and fuses. And when I light a Judy cage, she
Hot box is evolving. Ba-da-da-da, bop, 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 bop,
So if I
bop,
could overload them at the same
bop,
time, then I
ba-da.
might be able to short the power and open the window in the attic.
But Jenny couldn't operate both machines by herself.
It's fine, she's a friend.
10 out of 10 content.
A friend named Susan Glatz.
Susan! I require your assistance.
Susie? Yes? I need your...
Asking Susie for help is worse than having a tooth pulled out.
I need you to do something. Of course. What can I do to help? I didn't say I needed your help. Oh, sorry. I don't owe you anything. Okay, okay. What do you want me to do? Go stand by Judy, Kate. All right. But why? No time for questions. Just wait for my instructions.
I hope I don't break the machine. I'll feel bad if I do that.
Susie, are you ready?
Welcome back, Susie Glatz. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
Okay, I'm ready. What should I do now? Just hold on until I give the signal.
The robot arm strained under the weight of the giant metal object.
Okay, Susie. Tell a lie and make it a big one. Oh, okay. A big lie. Ooh, I've got just the thing. I'm wearing black socks.
That was a lie.
No, Susie. A big lie. Something terrible. I'm just no good at lying. Tell Judy Kate you killed Dean Strasberry. What? That's horrible. I can't say that. Do you want to help or not? Yes, but... Then hurry up and say it.
Don't say that.
Okay, okay. I killed the Dean? Louder! I killed the Dean.
Don't say that.
I killed Dean Strasberry. Say it like you mean it! I murdered Dean Strasberry. I bashed his brains in. Now I danced on his grave.
Yeah, no way.
Okay, well, she showed lie there, so.
Wow. That was messed up. Oh my gosh. I'm a horrible person.
As Susie Glatz contemplated every bad thing she'd ever done in her life, Jenny heard the unmistakable sound of success.
Jenny said, bye! Enjoy the trauma I've left you.
It worked.
Bye, Susie. Should I come talk to you? I will comfort you if you are in pain, child. Nope, you're just scarred for life. I'm sorry.
Enjoy. Enjoy all the
It'll only get
emotional
worse
trauma.
from there.
Got a lot of scarred life ahead of you.
I've been trying to run this entire time. I can't do anything.
You're just Belmont walking.
Jenny!
Yes, ma'am.
You can't leave now. It's past curfew. Watch me. Well, you can't go out wearing pajamas.
I'm
Dress
not.
up with you while my mom is trapped in jail for a crime she didn't commit. The real killer is still out there. And what if you find him? What then?
Jenny paused. She hadn't thought that far ahead.
Are you scared?
No.
Of course not.
Jenny would never admit it, even to herself, but she was scared.
You know who should be scared? The murderer. Because I'm coming for him. Well, let me help you. We can work out a plan together. Sorry, Susie, but I work alone. At least take this with you then, so we can stay in touch.
You know what the heck? She's a nice,
Fine,
wealthy
I'll take
genius. We'll take her help.
Yeah, right?
The Susie Talkie.
But don't call me. I'll call you. Okay. Good luck. And be There's still a killer out there. I'll be fine.
I walkie and I
I
talkie.
won't tell anyone about my lab, right? Only if you cover for me. Of course. I'm always here for you. We're going to be best friends, Jenny LeClue. I just know it. Sure. Right after I sign up for cheerleading.
As if. Blah, blah, blah.
To catch a real killer, Jenny needed her detective gear. But that was at home, across town and swarming with police. It wasn't wise to travel through town after curfew. To avoid being caught, she'd have to find another way home. Excellent, thought Jenny. Time to exercise my sneaking muscles.
What are the sneaking muscles? The leg muscles? Probably, right?
Yeah, the leg muscles, they give you balance so that you can tiptoe. Like this.
Oh man, I can't take it anymore. I can't. Odin, hello. Oh, okay.
Why don't you just climb down this lower part of the roof?
Is this just stupid? Right, it's probably
a stupid artichoke.
Birdie, what kind of bird is it? Not registered to Pokedex.
It is a small bird.
Yeah, okay. I wonder if it'll let me one time. So far, I haven't been able to die in this game. Alright, well.
Why do we keep going up to the higher part of the roof to jump to?
Into the trees?
Jenny paused at the edge of the roof.
What is this house?
Chattering
How many roofs do they have?
Good
Below
God.
her, Lake Nowhere glowed eerily in the darkness.
Yeah, I don't think that's a safe jump.
The dark,
From
yes.
this vantage point, she could see all the way to the lighthouse at the center of the lake. Only the wealthiest families in Arthurton could afford such spectacular views.
If I cross the lake, it's just a short stroll through the Forgotten Forest to my house.
But navigating the lake at night was not an easy task. Many accomplished sailors had met their doom on the ragged rocks of Bear Claw Bay.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Well, I've already worked out a way across. Time to get off this roof before someone spots me.
I'm Jenny LeClue. I know everything.
Damn it! Think fast, Jenny.
Hit the floor.
Let the
And
Jennies
just like
hit the
that,
floor.
Jenny was gone. Her first great adventure cut short before it had begun.
She died?
I'm right here.
Oh.
Just hanging around.
Oh, Jenny. Hanging.
Your life is in the balance, Jenny, literally. Don't be so callous.
Be serious, Jenny.
All it takes is one of these birds to poop on your head and distract you. And that's it.
It's game over for you, LeClue.
That was terrifying, but sure.
That was incredible.
Oh, I know.
Alright, steal the car.
Yeah, hotwire it.
I've already figured out a way across the lake.
Hotwiring car. Probably don't care.
Bye.
That's the way to Main Street. I can't risk being caught by the sheriff or his goons. Safest way home is across the lake.
The safest way home is across the lake? I don't think so.
Should I just not bother reading this at all?
Yeah, I feel like you only...
Like, sometimes you do need to look at something to progress across.
Yeah, but you'll know when that... Like, it'll be in dialogue, and, like, you'll be like, oh, Jenny has to figure out the way to dissect a casserole, and then you'll have to look for something, you know.
How to dissect a casserole? I guess it depends on the type of casserole.
Yeah, then you'll use your magnifying glass on the bookshelf.
What is this casserole made of?
And it'll say how to dissect a casserole, and you'll get that
this,
book.
Maybe? This.
Pick up scrap.
Oh, well, that's that.
Oh, are you going to finish the postcard? That's kind of cool.
Oh, I thought that was the point.
No, there's a ladder over here.
Well, I jumped off a roof.
That's a really good point, actually. I don't really know the difference.
This dock doesn't... This dock looks very flat.
Very flat.
What's that sound?
And the shadow doesn't move, even though the water beneath it does.
True.
that a paper airplane?
True believer.
I am the one you seek. I swim in the shadows of giants that stir beneath an eerie silence.
So it's beneath the water.
Follow the path, reach the truth.
Swim in the shadows of giants. Maybe it's in the water in the shadow of the lighthouse.
Oh, maybe the lighthouse. Yeah, I was like, oh, the mountains? Yeah, there's a lighthouse in there.
Was it meant for her? And who had written it? Friend or foe?
I tuned out to write papers and I, S2G, I heard one of you say vasectomy casserole. You know, I swear to G.
It was far too dangerous to find out.
I have to find out.
Close enough.
Yeah. Remember that part of the game where we were looking for clues and the narrator said, Jenny had to learn how to vasectomy casserole.
Mysterious message.
That was cool.
Whoa. So,
Jenny found the vasectomy casserole.
Oh,
it was right where she left it. Makes such an ominous noise, like, you better be careful.
Yeah, for real. It's the SS Susie.
The SS Susie.
The Susie.
Susie's father, as a thank you for preparing.
Pardon my
his lunch
French,
today.
but Susie.
Across the lake in no time.
Unfortunately, the boat didn't belong to her.
I'll just borrow it for a couple of hours. They won't even notice it's gone.
But borrowing something without asking first was just stealing.
It's always easier to ask for forgiveness than wait for permission.
Okay, I feel like you're using that in the wrong context here.
Of course, the boat needed a key.
Jeez, nobody trusts anyone these days.
You can't
there
pick
must
a
be some other way to start the engine.
boat key.
Well, she doesn't have her lockpicks, right?
Yeah.
Risk of electric shock.
Hotwire the boat if I get this panel off.
3rd-degree burns. Smoldering flesh or death. Warranty void if removed.
And she's like, I bet I can hotwire.
Electric
Yeah.
shock. It was far too dangerous.
I love danger.
I love danger. You got a new sticker!
I'm super. Thanks for asking.
Sticker, says Cal Mooster. Hardly know her. Loosey Goosey? Nice. I got a snow run.
You know what's funny? Unscrew, it's the wrong way. It's telling if I do that.
Yeah, true. You would be screwing it in.
I have to do it the other way.
Damn, this one's stuck.
Foiled at the last moment by a rusty screw. Oh well, time to turn back.
There's only one screw left. I can just pry the panel back.
And
True.
so she very carefully pulled on the panel.
No, just shift it.
Let that thing swang.
No, just turn it. It'll be fine. You don't have to pull it off like that.
You don't have to maim and damage everyone's property.
Far too complicated for a child to even attempt.
She's not gonna
Mom
listen to you,
always
narrator.
says, a great detective focuses on the solution, not the problem. It looks like I can bypass the ignition by turning the dials until all
Looks
the
like a
lights
flying
are
spaghetti
illuminated.
monster.
Piece of cake.
Turn the dials until everything's lit? Oh, it's lit. But what the heck is she talking about? Oh, okay.
Okay, so I have 3 on top like that. Okay, let's try that first, and let's try some of the combinations with these now. No, not that. I got
Something here has to
3 here
feed
as
into
well.
itself. I think you need the 3 over here. Because for them to be on, they've got to connect to each other. Which means you're going to have to loop this one around. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah! It was then that everything exploded.
Jenny had found a way to cross the lake, but she was still a long way from home. She pulled out her journal.
She was like Spider-Man.
She also found out she had no way home now.
Island.
So,
Next, I'll
that
sail up the river
sucked.
to the Almaston Bridge. Then it's just a short stroll through the Forgotten Forest. And finally, home.
We gotta walk through the Lost Woods.
Yes.
Crap!
She seems very happy to drive a boat. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me because I'm
Jenny
flying
never
on a
crossed the
boat.
lake after
I'm
dark.
on a boat.
Come to think of it, she'd never even driven a boat before. She thrust the throttle forward and felt a cool wind whip through her hair. Sneaking
Cool
around
whip.
after Kermit.
Good whip. Good whip.
Oh, action platforming. There are no consequences for my actions.
None whatsoever.
That can't be good for the boat.
Oh. Okay, fine. I
Who cares about the boat? This lake is wild.
Yeah, it's like a maze. What? Is this just gonna be a stupid...
I think so, probably.
Yeah, that's fine. We're on this kind of top-down screen, so maybe there's something here. What the fuck?
Hello?
I don't see anything.
One vasectomy casserole, please.
No, thank you. Freaking whale. Investigate that.
There's a whale in this lake?
Why does it keep getting the magnifying glass? Nothing. There's nothing to...
It wants you to look deep inside yourself.
That's Tim's job.
Yeah, correct.
How do I check the map? So I go to the right, right? Unless, where am I now?
I don't know. This map's not very helpful.
No, it's not helpful at all.
There's also a giant dead body on it.
It's hard. I can't. It won't let me. There you go. You were here.
Oh, okay. Holy crap, you got a ways to go.
Fishing area. I guess there's no point in going to the fishing area, huh? So where am I trying to get to? Just keep going? Alright.
I don't really know.
Oh, I wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo. When you see it and you need it and you know you have to go fast and furious. Drift, drift, drift fast and... Masai!
How's that for 11 out of 10 content? What is in there? Well, now you're down there.
Danger, low visibility. Should I go in there?
Well, yes, but then I guess you want to go that way?
Yeah. Ultimately.
But there's stuff in here.
That's a shipwreck, though, right? Okay, we go past this. Yeah.
Stupid! Thanks for laughing at us, Henry.
You imagine a comedian who just, every time, after every joke, and someone laughs, he's like, thank you.
Hey, thanks for doing that.
You tell a joke that bombs, and you're like,
to an
that's kind of rude.
lighthouse and an
Hey, come on,
excellent
guys.
sandwich shop. Decommissioned over 100 years ago,
It's like an eye.
the light mysteriously continued
It
to
is like an eye,
illuminate the
yeah.
darkness.
So it's in the shadow of the giant, but it's kind of a lot of shadow going on here. Why are there buoys here? I don't understand the point of these.
I don't know. I guess
Usually
just
it's to mark like the deep zones from the shallow shore, but like...
I just kind of got them all everywhere.
Oh god, I suddenly accelerated. Oh crap, I didn't... Okay, there's an next signpost. Cool. And I guess I'm going there. There's no point in going to the old bridge, and Bagel Bay is useless to me, I guess? What?
so easily entertained. Yeah, I keep telling you to pull out your magnifying glass, but there's nothing
Why
here.
does it do that? What do you want? Do I have to like do it myself? Oh, can I look under the shadow? Is that what it's? Like, look in the shadows? Because why does it go away when I do that?
Oh, like it almost goes transparent. Yeah.
Nothing else does that. Only it does. Well, it's not that one. Let me go back to the. I think I can find
the shadows in the dark.
Yeah. The shadow of the giant, though.
The shadow of what?
I mean, it could be anywhere. It could be just. Maybe I'm not actually getting anything from doing this. But even if I'm not, where do I go? Because I thought I was going the right way.
Maybe you do have to go to the bridge.
Because I can't just go up to the... Because that's just a dead end. So I have to go to the bridge?
I guess so.
That makes sense. Should I check around for the Shadow of the Giant thing? Or do I just ignore that?
I don't know. That feels like the main quest. But
right, it does. Because you said, I'm not going to...
Maybe you need to get your detective stuff before that does any good to you. And that's at your house, right?
Is that what the point is?
I think so. I think the point of you going back to your house is to get your detective stuff. And to get to your house, you have to go through the lake and then through the woods and then to your house. I don't know what the paper airplane about the shadows and the giants means.
Here we go! Why is it doing this again? This one?
Can you find a way through this with the magnifying glass?
I feel like there's a glitch or something. It's not open. Can't go that way.
Can you look in those rocks? Because it does look like there's something under it. Well, I don't freaking know.
Huh. Moving on up, moving on up. I hate you.
What kind of game is this? I'm saying, Henry. But if that's a serious question, it's like, I guess it's kind of like a visual novel about a novel. Which is a rather novel concept when you think about it. We're playing as Jenny LeClue, who we're pretty sure is a fictional character that only exists in the mind of the narrator. The narrator, I don't remember his name, but he's a writer. And he's written like 30-some... Is this... Oh, this is a racing game, you're right. Okay. I'll stop explaining.
Definitely a racing game.
It's a race to see how long before we lose our sanity.
Getting confused now. Where do I go?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the bridge would be there, but you're cut off from the bridge, so... This is a racing game and we're losing. We're in dead last. Well.
Thought that might be something.
Is this supposed to be happening right now?
I don't know. I can't see my boat.
There it is. That was weird.
What in the fudge?
Knuckles? Fudge Knuckles?
What in the hell?
Maybe that one of these other locations are supposed to be something you find?
Maybe Bagel Bay? What am I trying to do here? Round Rock?
Maybe Bagel Bay can help us.
And the Shadow of the Giant, right? It said, so... What is that?
It says Arthurton's Best Lake with an asterisk. The asterisk says, also Arthurton's only lake.
I don't think I go back that way. That doesn't seem like any purposeful thing to do.
Maybe you're supposed to craft a gun.
Tell me how that would help me right now.
I can't.
Shoot the skull, see if something happens.
I got nothing. Shoot your problems.
It always provides a great solution. Okay, there's more debris. Not that way. Well, you know what they say, you'll make it out eventually if you just hug right the entire time.
They do be saying that.
They Scooby-Dooby saying that.
Like, hey, Scoob, like, have you tried hugging right the whole time?
Shaggy, enough of your inane drivel, replied Scooby. What the f is going on in this game?
God, I'm so lost right now.
A wild Krogunk appeared. Well, when life gives you lemons, I mean... Oh? What is that? A sticker! I swear, I don't know, it might be. Oh, it's gone. Oh, no, it's not. It's a POI. It's a sticker. Oh my god.
Oh man, dude. Okay, well. Maybe I was looking for something.
You can't do anything in the boat besides take out your magnifying glass, right?
Correct.
There's no get out of the boat feature. There's no gun. I know, I keep bringing up the gun thing, but it would be something to do, okay? Oh my gosh.
Dude, I'm like dead-ended here.
Don't you just yearn for the satisfaction of, like, Googling Jenny LeClue boat part and everyone being like, oh my god, I didn't know it, I was so lost. Like, see? It's not just me. Everyone's Googling this boat part. Like, what do I do?
The developers obviously made a mistake.
Krogunk's been caught by Blue Toad, me, and Jake. Everyone else can suck it. If you don't get all the stickers, you can't advance.
Yeah, I've completely tried that. I am here. I can't go down. There is a lighthouse sticker here for no good reason. Round rock's not an option?
No, it's cut off like right above you, I think.
Maybe I go back.
Like towards the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that would be the way to round rock, but... Yeah, I don't know, maybe the fishing area has something?
Yeah.
Maybe you...
Sure is fun to hit stuff.
That's true, Jenny. That's true. Well said, Jennifer.
Why did it have all this? Maybe I needed to get my stuff and then come this way. But I don't know, you didn't give me a good scale on the map.
Get stuff from where?
The house, right? To get detective stuff?
But I think she was saying the only way to the house is taking this boat, because if she cuts the
Right,
town...
right. But maybe the boat, my house is like way back this way. Like near the fishing area.
Oh. Oh, maybe. Maybe this lake is just way bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll
We
be
need
coming back
a
here, but-
banana. Banana for scale.
True. We do need a banana for scale.
I need the banana to explain to me what the scale is. They're great at that.
Oh,
I'm
wise
here.
banana.
Well,
Tell us where to go in our boat.
let's go check out if anything's up here.
Yeah, you thought the lake was small. It's actually, like, really big.
You're traveling 1,000 miles an hour.
Oh, thank you, banana.
1,000?
Yeah, 1,000 miles per hour.
Jeez.
You should probably stop petting me and get your hands back on the steering wheel.
We'll cross America in about 4 hours.
Thank you, banana for scale. Very helpful. Yeah, you're gonna end up out in the Pacific Ocean.
I'm warning you.
You must stop, please.
No,
one takes me seriously.
Don't be like my last master.
I can't explain to you the scale of the situation.
Fail to understand the gravity of what's at hand.
This is my entire job. Okay, I just gotta go to Whale Bay, I guess.
Every human I interact with dies foolishly. And I'm cursed to witness it over and over again. Please, Jenny! I'm begging you. You're all I have left. I guess you just get eaten by a whale.
Alright, let's go for it.
Honey, where's our boat?
Sham woo, more like sham who.
We ain't scared of whales.
I swim in the shadows of giants.
Oh.
This must be the place.
Oh.
But, okay, that's fair.
The whale's a giant. Okay, yep.
Jeez, we really blew that.
We sure suck. I didn't even know you could get here. This paper depressed me. I'm going to bed now. Aw. Sleep well and dream about... What's the opposite of depress?
It was huge.
Unpress?
I have to get a closer look.
Become unpressed.
Unimpressed?
Become unimpressed by your dreams. I'm gonna sleep to this and see if I have Jenny LeClue dreams. Jenny LeClue dreams would be cool. She's a very,
I remain unimpressed.
wondrous mind. What are you trying to cook the fish?
Yeah, I don't know. It just keeps lighting up when I...
That's the red herring. Oh my gosh, remember there was something about a red herring?
Oh, yeah.
See, it's a red fish.
Holy crap.
Reach into his blowhole!
It's on the whale.
The elusive red herring. A rare and fantastic sight.
Can't believe they really exist.
Jenny had always believed they were a fisherman's tale, but seeing them firsthand.
She's so beautiful.
But what was stuck in her scales?
How did I do
Please
that?
explain. What is the power level? How many lumens is this beam?
A message in a bottle. Curious.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come. I don't know the word.
Come on in, let me out.
Okay.
We're listening to 90s music today at
I
work.
am the voice of reason.
What the?
I walk amongst the sunken ships.
Oh, we know where those
One
are.
sailed through the glowing mist.
Right?
It's another clue.
I walk amongst the sunken ships that once sailed through the glowing mist. Yeah, I think I know that.
We know where the
kind
sunken
of-
ships are.
Dangerous. Jenny had no idea who was behind these messages. This could be an elaborate
How
trap.
do you do this? How do you write a clue, put it in a bottle, get it stuck on a giant fish, and then be like,
Well, I don't think it was supposed to be stuck on it. I think it was just supposed to be in the water around the fish. Right?
oh.
The best course of action was to go back and get help from an adult.
No. I have to see where this leads. On my own.
I work alone. Or my name's not Jenny LeClue.
Sunken ships, glowing mist. That should be easy to thanks, fishies.
Bye.
I'm out.
Follow me.
Going up the mountain trail. Can't veer too far off. Don't want to die.
Nice.
Yeah, close.
Oh, did you see that? That was so close.
Yeah.
It was almost cool.
All right, you are here. Shallow grave waterway.
That seems
I think
like
it's
a
the
place that-
danger low visibility is where ship graveyard
I think
is.
you're right. Oh, you thought.
Well, you shouldn't have. That is definitely here.
But I can't see nothing.
And the
can't
debris
see
is
a thing.
suddenly gone.
I must be heading in the right direction.
Keep your eyes peeled, laddie.
Keep your eyes open.
That's good advice, I suppose.
Yeah, don't close them when you're in the middle of a fight.
Entomology was just drifting off to sleep.
Ooh, nice bagger.
Keep your eyes open.
Gonna see if this, yeah, get some Ginny in your dreams.
Jenny and the Dreams.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
Oh, shoot, a sandwich sticker, by the way. Cow Mooster, how about that? Have you been making any sandwiches?
Oh, yeah.
Are you jealous of our sticker?
How them sandwiches be? What you be making in them sandwiches?
Adam Sandler? More like Adam Sandwich.
Jenny
That is next feature film on Netflix.
Adam Sandwich.
Adam Sandwich.
Flicks.
Oh, it smells like rotten fish.
Many ships had lost their bearings here, grounded
These
on the
just
ragged
ghost
rocks,
ships?
swallowed by the lake.
Maybe I could shed some light on these ghost ships.
I made 2. Do they help?
What? Turn it on. Big M on that one, a big miss. I made 2. What do they do? Do they provide you with like kind of stat boosts? What the hell? Is that a big whale in the background?
Oh, it's got a bottle on it.
Oh, fuck, I missed it.
Well, sugar. Have you come full circle?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Hit the gas.
Wish I could. Why don't you get a LeClue? It's okay. You're good. You're good. I found 2 members for my team, but killed 1. You should go to jail. That's rude.
Were the 2 members of your team sandwiches?
You dare me to miss it again?
No, I don't dare you to miss it again.
Yo! Can you pick it up already?
Another message. This is starting to feel like a wild goose chase.
I will chase the goose. I like goose.
I am the hope in darkness.
There.
I sit in a spiral of ancient stone.
Easy.
Against the clock, I move alone. What's with all these cryptic messages?
Why would a goose write this
We
to
should
me?
get out of here before I turn into
I am the hope in the darkness. Ah!
Great mighty goose.
I'm the honk in the darkness. It's true.
Alright, that was top right.
I caught the Mankey.
Mankey?
I don't remember. Is Annihilate an evolution of Primeape or of Mankey? Is it a branching thing or is it a Primeape evolution?
I don't know who
remember.
Annihilate is. Where does he come into play?
Shortly in our lives.
Phew, made it out alive.
Primeape. Okay, so Mankey evolves into
Let's go
Primeape, who
find
now
the
evolves
spiral
into
of ancient
Annihilate.
stone.
Which is a cool name and a cool thing. I like Annihilate, I think.
Side of the skeleton of island, that's when I have to go to the right side of it.
All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel.
I give it to the weasel. Good luck catching that thing.
He will be named Eliminate. Eliminate all humans.
He will be named Eliminate.
Yeah, why don't you name him Eliminate, the Annihilate? Why don't you name him Eliminade? Like an electronic lemonade.
Everyone loves the electronic lemonade. You hear sound off in the distance, but you can just hear it echo in the breeze.
It's the goose that beckons. This is counterclockwise. Is that what the clue said?
Sure.
It's obviously the answer to the clue. I'm gonna poke holes in its logic. It's not supposed to be some other spiral we're in. But...
The night grew dark.
Why do I feel like I'm being watched?
That's just us.
Oh.
And Odin!
Well, aren't you ominous?
just a bird, dude.
Nice birdie. What are you doing all the way out here? How rude.
It's a bird. It's not going to sit here. It's going to leave.
It's on the rocks now. Oh, there are a couple of them.
Come
up.
My light will blow away the rocks. Looking for a bottle here. Any of you birds got a bottle?
You're supposed to hit all the birds. Oh, he's got dung. Or something.
Baby
whoa,
bottle
whoa, whoa.
pop. Baby bottle pop. You can lick it. Is that something I want?
Watch it, buddy.
Alfred Hitchcock
Talk about
issues his
murder of
warning.
crows. It threw a rock at me.
They've armed you. Their final mistake. Absolutely not. Under no circumstances.
It was a crab.
Oh, crabs or whatever. I don't want it crawling on my head, though.
Apparently crabs eat turtles, and I'm like, how?
I'm like, what's your freaking deal?
Like, what are you getting at?
It was all crabs.
Always has been.
A wild urchin. Oh, are those all crabs, too?
Well, not all of them, but many of them, to answer your question. Why does everything turn into crabs?
Sorry, Jerry.
Yeah,
Science just can't.
Do I have to hit it again? Oh, I didn't realize.
You gotta scare all the crabs. Night night, boys. Enjoy figuring out the mystery of Jenny. Thank you, Jake. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it.
Crab people. Crab people. Hey,
Oh!
got it. Give me that fucking bottle.
Well, you gotta come back for it.
There's no way I could have gotten that in one go. Hey, there it
Oh,
is.
okay, cool.
Yeah, good night, Jake.
Or is this a second
We're
bottle?
not going to figure out the mystery tonight, but we'll get it closer. Ever closer to unveiling the truth.
I am the answer to the unasked question. I stand inside the crescent moon. Below death's gaze, I wait for you.
The answer to the unasked question. Stand inside the crescent moon.
I wait for you. This could be the last clue.
So caught up in unraveling the mystery, Jenny failed to recognize how dangerous this chase really was.
Who is waiting at the crescent moon?
Whoever it was, our intrepid detective would need to be extremely careful.
Jenny LeClue, more like Jenny like caution.
Crescent moon. Below death's gaze. Time to wrap up this case.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, end of the game coming up, guys. Buckle up.
It's been a joy. Remember when the dean died?
I don't. Who's the dean?
Dean Nuts. I'm still pretty sure that the dean and your mom were.
Yeah, I
each
think they
other.
were smashing too.
Smashing!
I'm gonna go to Nigel Thornberry in there.
They were getting their Nigel Thornberry on. As he watched in the corner.
Of course.
That's what he does. He's a nature documentary guy. He's seen all sorts of animals mating
True.
in the wild. Why should
Yeah.
humans be any different for Nigel?
They should not be.
Fascinating. Dean Nuts. Thank you, Blue Toad. That's one for the ages. We'll never
Go
forget.
to the skull? I go to the skull,
yeah,
probably.
I think it said beneath death's gaze, so it's got to be near the skull or
Bagel
south
Bay,
of it.
right? Maybe Bagel
It might
Bay?
be Bagel Bay. I said, what about the crescent moon?
Oh yeah, the crescent moon.
Croissant moon? Bagel Bay? I don't know.
That'd be actually kind of really funny.
Well, there's also Bear Claw, whatever that said. But I think you need to be by the skull.
It lets me go this way. It's the way I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, true. Hopefully there's enough gas in this boat.
Here we are.
And here we are!
Yeah, can you imagine running out of gas like right here? That would suck.
Dang it, guys. Why don't you refuel the boat before I steal it? Rude. Before I break out of your house and steal your boat. How dare you?
You make my life so hard.
Oh, it is a crescent moon.
Investigate Island.
What could it mean?
Island.
That's... It is land.
I never realized that. What the fuck? It's just Island.
It is land. What do we call this thing?
Island.
Island.
Okay.
Oh, genius. Nothing's happening.
Oh, yep, this is land. This is the end, I guess, is the meeting spot. Dean nuts. Oh my, hello, you're very ominous.
Remember when I said to craft that gun?
Yeah.
Stay right there. Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
I have an RPG.
I am the goose who
It's a
flaps
statue.
my night.
You sound the ghost who flaps?
The goose, the goose.
I'll threaten it.
I'm with the police. You're surrounded.
Say something.
You have 2 seconds
Say
to start talking
something, I'm thinking you're a goose. It's hard to believe that you're not a goose.
I warned you. I'm coming over there right now.
This rocks.
Yeah, this light's strong, man. These
Really
these
is.
photons be packing punches.
It was just
Bow.
my imagination. Thank God.
The dog's life lies before the dawn.
We know you.
Get away from me, you maniacal murderer!
The dogs bark loudest before the dawn.
CJ?
The dogs bark loudest before the dawn.
This guy and his bottles, wow.
And his floaties.
Horse.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it cook a 5-course meal.
What are you talking about? The dogs bark loudest.
Oh, I have to get the same one.
Last time
Okay,
you said
fine.
early bird, yeah.
The early bird can't catch the lazy
The
one.
wind blows strongly from the east.
Yes, I did,
Watch Pot, I think?
Pot.
I watched Pot feels very self-conscious.
The evening sky is full of fireflies.
I don't know.
I don't remember this.
The last donut is the tastiest.
Excellent. They haven't broken you yet.
The notes were from you? I thought you were the Dean's killer.
It's good, easy to remember. It's all on the right side now, I just realized.
Oh, nice. There you go. I was falling asleep, says Entomology, and now I'm laughing at say something I'm thinking you're a goose. Thanks, Obama!
This is the only place safe from their prying ears.
I saw them! The geese!
This line isn't secure.
They're everywhere. They
Line?
gave me this black eye
In
to
person.
jump me
Exactly. Now quickly, before they get a fix on our location.
before they get fixed. What was that?
What did you want to tell me?
Seriously? You can't keep doing this. You contacted me.
Did I?
Actually, I'm glad you did. I need to ask you a few questions about the Dean's death.
Good, Jenny. Question everything. Trust no one.
Trust me on that. I mean, there's so much to look at here. Oh, that's a sticker?
You
What?
found a new sticker. Once again, there's stuff
Yeah.
hiding in people's hair.
You can keep that trash in your hair.
Oh, his compass is pointing
Yeah,
somewhere,
interesting.
not freaking out.
What happened to your compass? Before it was wandering, but now it seems to be pointing in one direction.
Exactly.
It's found its purpose, and I used Tim.
Do you see now? It's not a compass at all.
So...
It loves One Direction.
Aliens!
Aliens? What are you talking about?
All compasses love One Direction.
That's true.
E.T. Extraterrestrials. Beings from another world.
I know what aliens are. Come on, CJ, there's no such thing.
What? No. Not you too.
I'm sorry, CJ, but it's time to get serious. The Dean is dead, and my mom's in jail, framed for a murder she didn't commit. I need to get to the truth.
The only way to truly see is to open your mind. Not everything is what it seems.
If there really are aliens in Arthurton, how come you're the only person who's ever seen them?
People don't see what they aren't looking for. That's why I come here every night. To observe the unobservable. The compass is my eyes. It can sense their presence where I cannot. Why don't you borrow it and find out for yourself?
That's nice.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, I'll take it. I need all the help I can get.
Good. You can prove my theory to be fact.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Just remember, the needle is
Looks like
steady,
orange and
the
blue.
phenomena are near.
Sure.
It's weird because compass is
They were
usually
here
white and
before.
red, right?
They will return.
True.
And we'll be waiting for them.
Uh-huh.
It's not a compass.
Totally.
Okay.
What have we here? A pair of rentals?
Humboldt library card.
I know you were in the library the day Dean Strasberry died. Did you notice anything unusual?
Yes, I did.
Great. What happened?
They changed the bathroom scent from strawberry to pine.
Very pleasant.
It was most unpleasant.
Oh.
Okay.
All.
Someone doesn't like the wilderness.
I intend to alert the librarian as a matter of urgency. But no one was at the front.
Someone who
desk.
swims in the lake at night and pees in public
there
doesn't
anyone
enjoy
else
the
in the
wilderness.
No.
That
just
was.
Dean and I, till
Clean her out.
Until you left. It's not like you to leave your research.
That's why he walked into the bathroom. He was so offended. They changed it from strawberry to pine? I can't piss in here. That's it. Wiener out. And then he just turns around and walks back out of the bathroom. Pees in the library, and here we are.
Appointment? What are you talking about?
You said you were late for an appointment.
Objection. Leading the witness.
This isn't a trial, CJ. It's just me, Jenny.
Then I have nothing further to say, Your Honor.
There's something you're not telling me.
Is there?
This man is covered in stickers.
It's just on the back of his shoe. There's nothing to observe there. That's
No.
all normal.
The corpses of his relatives are all beneath him.
It's like he's fused with a bottle.
Familiar notes?
Those scribbles look familiar. I
Here
found
are
your map
those.
of Arthurton in the library.
Keep it. It's a great map. Very rare. Lifted straight out of the town charter. First edition. Come to think of it, only edition.
What about all your notes? Don't you need them?
Nope. Got it all backed up in the cloud.
What cloud?
Did I say cloud? I meant head.
So what do all those notes mean?
A Shadowman.
Yeah, I want to know what the Shadowman.
Who are the Shadow Men?
Yes! You're starting to see differently. There are patterns everywhere. Keep searching.
That didn't help.
It's just his black eye. Suspiciously large bruise.
What happened to your eye?
Wasn't a fight.
Oops.
More of a misunderstanding, really.
A seriously purple misunderstanding.
You should see the other guy.
CJ, this is serious.
Camooster, it's like
You have
CJ
to tell
said,
me
you
the
only
truth.
see what you're looking for.
CJ, these nuts.
I had to do it. Jim.
That too,
I
he's,
learned.
I'm sure he said.
CJ, is this a confession?
Well, we're going to
CJ, these nuts, he said as he whipped it out in the library. As he peed in the water tower.
CJ dis wiener.
CJ, did you...
Wiener out!
Mr. Husbury?
I'm going full wiener mode.
Indeed. Oh, no.
This situation requires an extra level of wiener.
Good, Jenny. Suspect everyone, even me.
I don't understand.
In fact, I suspected myself for quite some time. But I couldn't have done it.
I want to believe you, CJ, but do you have an alibi?
That's why I left these notes for you. If anyone can prove I'm innocent, it's you, Jenny LeClue.
How about it, Jenny? Are you a loser or you're a wiener?
Someone take a look at that.
I need your
Jenny,
help.
I need your help.
Okay.
You know, we could have saved a lot of time if you just given me this message first.
Risk being followed? Never!
But what had piqued Jenny's interest was not the message itself.
That paper. What did he write all these messages on?
Nice, puzzle time.
Woo! Alright, let's start with the corners. That's there. Weep. Oh wait, this could also be a like this then.
Yeah, but the words are printed on it, you can see.
Yeah, but this one, these both have
That
corners.
one's right.
But like, look. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
That
I
one
see
goes
what you're
this
saying.
way. Yeah, not the whatever he wrote on it's whatever. But that one should go there. That would be top right.
Fuck, it's weird to control. Yep, yeah, that's all. Get in there.
I knew it.
Atherton
I
Times?
wrote all these messages in a piece of newspaper.
So?
Local idiot ruined school play. Haven't we all been there?
CJ was always protesting something. The first time they had met, CJ had handcuffed himself to a bike rack outside Agatha Krusty's bakery.
He was convinced they were hiding something in the pies. He'd lost the key to his handcuffs.
Pie sounds good.
So I picked the lock.
The bomb factory.
They had been friends
For
ever
bombs?
since.
3:55. Clearly the afternoon.
Clearly.
The front page was missing, but even this small snippet worried Jenny.
They've been peddling lies about my mom right from the start.
Oh, Mrs. LeClue is being held.
Yeah.
Without bail, okay, yeah.
Sheriff Winston LeClue has distanced himself from all proceedings. Well, if he won't help her, I will.
Jenny couldn't help it. Every time she thought about coffee, she saw Keith's face.
Damn, you really like
She
this
heard
Keith
his
guy.
voice.
The taste you'll die for.
Sadness, and she promised not to rest until she'd uncovered the truth of his father's
You're
death.
gonna have her a brand new coffee car peddling beans all over town.
That's the day of the dean's murder. This photo was taken in Avocado Heights. That's on the other side of town, miles from the library. CJ couldn't have killed the dean. All the evidence is right here.
CJ, I can prove your innocence. Also, no one suspects you, so I don't know why I have to do this.
I think it has anything to do with it. I don't know if the black eye has anything to
No,
do
I
with
think it's
it.
just the newspaper edition being like the date and time. I found a toadstool terror raid. Oh,
CJ was
nice.
photographed
What type?
in Avocado Heights at 3:55 p.m. on Thursday, 2 minutes before the dean died. There's no way CJ could have killed him.
Convenient.
Ground. Dope.
CJ, you're innocent.
What a relief.
But you really shouldn't be going around town terrorizing children. You're going to end up in jail again.
That wouldn't be so bad. They have the best beds in town.
Really?
Every part of my being is telling me that my
That's
mom
surprising.
is being
I
framed.
mean, I'm sure when you're otherwise homeless,
There are only 3 reasons a man is murdered.
they don't have the best beds in town.
Yeah, but you could literally
The
break
Glatz Manor has the best
Yeah,
beds
you
in
could break
town.
into any house and probably get a better
He
bed.
didn't mind his own business.
CJ can't break
He
into
couldn't
that
keep
house.
his mouth shut. Or he wouldn't keep his hands to himself.
Have you ever heard of a place called Widow's Drop? I think my mom met the dean there.
Widow's drop. No, it sounds suspicious.
Well, anything sounds suspicious if you say it like that.
Be careful, Jenny. They'll do anything to keep their secrets. Once you start to see things, there's no going back. Do you ever wonder why the lake glows at night? Or why the power keeps going out all over town?
It's the geese, Jenny.
Yes, I do. All the time.
There's a lot more to this town if you look below the surface.
There's a lot more geese than you realize.
Have you ever tried to count them? There's a lot more. As to, how many geese do you think live in the sound, Jenny? You take that number, multiply it by 100.
Yeah, what would you say, like 40? You're crazy.
He's hiding right under our feet. If we only stop.
maybe near your house.
I'm more confused.
60, I hear you say? No. Higher.
Well, I really have to get to my house.
Uncountably
This
many
will solve
geese
itself.
in this town. Why is that?
I can drop you off at the bridge.
No need. I'm staying here.
I thought he said Nani.
Nani?
You're not just a crab with a man's job.
And dropping you off at the bridge. Oh my Shinderu. Nani?
Can you not swim, CJ?
They're everywhere.
I shouldn't leave you on this tiny 4-foot
Yeah.
island if you can't
Don't worry
swim.
about me, CJ. They'll never see me coming.
Too fast
Sneak in
for
silence.
us.
I creep in the shadows. My footsteps are whispers.
I move like silent dynamite.
Damn it! I
You're
got this. Don't worry.
Then she fried
You're
CJ
good.
alive with her harsh
You're
beam of
good.
light.
good. You're good. You're good.
They'll never know you stole the SS
It'll
Susie.
buff out.
Yikes.
God, Jenny.
Later.
It's the geese again!
Jenny headed east towards the almost done bridge.
I can dock there and make my way through the forgotten forest without anyone seeing me. Sneaky.
Snaky.
I should write something.
Thanks for asking.
I'm sneaky.
Take the shortcut. Faster, please.
Where's that banana when you need it? Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Slow acceleration. No thanks.
Schmove it.
Schmove it. Just push it to the limit.
Journey east, young child girl.
That's the way to my house.
Migrate east for the winter.
Jenny LeClue.
Looks like spray paint's like bad.
The night was still and quiet on the far side of the lake.
Don't forget to
No
dock
one
it.
ever comes down here. Not since they stopped repairing the bridge.
Wow.
And yet it was hard to shake the feeling of being watched.
What broke the bridge?
This is CJ's fault. He really believes all that stuff.
Once you start to see things, there's no going back.
I wonder what he meant by that.
How spooky.
Forgotten Forest Trail, voted most likely place to be eaten by bears. Arthurton Gazette.
We had to vote on this?
Perfect. Just as I'm about to enter the spooky woods.
The good folks at Arthurton Power and Light were not easing Jenny's fear of the dark. Of course, this was the very reason curfew had been put in place.
Oh, Jenny. What will you do? When will you ever learn?
Probably get eaten by a bear.
Yeah, the town would think so.
That's the likeliest option here.
Also, they could have just statistically checked on, like, records of bear attacks to decide what place was like this to be eaten by a bear, but no, they all voted.
Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe they
showed
voted
them all the
based on
evidence and they
stats.
said, "What do you think?"
Well, I hope so. I hope they did that. You don't have to all agree on what the spot is.
Jenny's imagination ran wild. In the darkness, every sound was a threat. For every shadow, a monster. But she was nearly home, just a little further.
She had to travel through the glowing fungus forest. Surely it's non-toxic.
She had to make it through the forest without getting goosed. That should be a term for, like, getting jumped or something.
Getting jumped in the darkness.
You
by
got
an
goosed.
Indomitable creature. You got goosed. Duck!
Is this gonna, like, seesaw?
Jenny would be better off going around things, but she's trapped in a 2D world.
This is true.
Well, there's no going back now.
I was trying to run the entire time. Why?
What happened to the bridge?
It's covered in pubic hair.
I want to fall in.
It looked like Jenny had reached a
What?
dead end. She had no choice but to return to Susie's house for a comforting mug of hot chocolate.
I'd rather plummet to my death.
Okay, well, let's do that then.
I do enjoy these little back and forths, though, because, like, the editor basically said, like, hey, you're gonna have to kill your characters, and it's almost like he's continually fighting Jenny to keep her alive, but Jenny, the character, wants to put herself in harm's way.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Surely she wasn't contemplating jumping across.
Mom always says a great detective takes calculated risks. So let's do the math.
Why don't we just get a number crunch going here?
The bridge is too weak for a running jump. taking into account the strong tailwind and factoring in my athletic prowess, or lack thereof, I could make that jump 2 out of 3 times. Not bad odds.
Terrible odds.
Well, here goes nothing.
3.14159.265. Game over.
Jeez.
Okay, maybe the odds weren't so good.
Let's climb on the pews.
Ew.
And now she was dangling from a splintered plank, one slip away from certain death.
No, I'm not.
It's just like climbing a tree. Just don't look down. Don't look down.
Some skeletons on here.
I don't know how any of this is even, like, supporting itself.
Yeah. Well, actually, the vines could do this. They could reach across the water and find the other pieces of wood.
Blue Toad with an astute observation.
Bridge is not safe. Yeah.
This bridge is not safe. It's not very cash money of you, Jenny.
But it is pretty rad. You should live stream this. You go from Jenny LeClue to Jenny LeClue. I don't see anything to magnify.
It's gotta be in the pubes.
God, we shouldn't call it that. Here we are.
Never mind.
Yeah, this is safe. Pick up the fucking scrap, bro. Ooh, cool.
Oh.
Oh, nice. I don't know.
No, I think that's gotta go. Yeah. No.
Let's see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta go here somewhere.
You will die. Pretty. Oh, it's a skull constellation in the sky. What the?
Hi, Mom. Summer camp's going great. We took a field trip to the observatory last night. I've never seen so many stars. Ricky knew all the constellations. He's so smart and super cute. And he held my hand. Don't worry, he's not a goose. He's only 2 years older than me. Please don't tell Dad. I miss you so much. Love, Stella. And message. Blah, blah, blah. Onyx? Onyx! Or Rayquaza? Constellation. Dragon constellation. So that's it. Skull in the sky. Okay, well, that was fun. Where do I go from here? Oh, I can jump.
You die. You can jump super high.
Am I trying to get back up this way? Am I just giving up on the... I guess so. There's only one way
Yeah,
to
just
really
go get your hot chocolate at Susie's.
Wait, is there any point to this?
I don't know. This is like tediously slow, so hopefully you're doing the right thing.
No, I can't, right? There has to be somewhere else to go, because I've been up this way already. But if I'm trying to get back up to the top, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Either.
But I can't go any other way, right?
Yeah, you can't go down from here.
Oh my god. It doesn't matter. I mean, sure, but why?
Nothing really matters.
Okay, let's look, see if we can jump out somewhere. This just connects at the top, it doesn't matter.
FX has the movies.
FX has the movie. Damn, I haven't heard that in forever. I really hope I'm going the right way.
Me too.
There's nowhere else to go. It has to be the way. I can't jump. Are you kidding?
You used all your jumps.
It won't let me jump here. So it has to be the way then. I have to go down. But where the...
What the av?
I'm flummoxed.
There's a walk-it in my pocket.
Oh wait, do I just...
You tried to fall off the edge. I think she has a shadow even when she's in the air.
What the hell am I doing wrong here? Do you have any ideas?
No, if you can't drop down from
What?
there, then...
That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh!
I'm trying to go down. Honestly, what the hell? Can I climb this down, maybe?
Let me down. I don't know why we want you to jump from a higher spot. A wild spritzy.
Guys, does anyone have any clue what the hell this thing... Do you have to hold down and press A? That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do right here. Like, drop through, right? And grab this thing below, but it's not letting me. I can jump up real easily. But it won't let me get down.
Zetus Lepidus.
Nothing here, though. Why?
I don't know. Maybe you are trying to climb back up.
Even if that's the case, I get stuck at the one point.
Maybe you should try a little harder.
Maybe it's here?
Oh, yeah, maybe. There's this area. Can you jump from here? Is she going to be like, well, I could...
Was this the end for our tiny hero? As her spindly muscles began to give way, an image flashed before Jenny's eyes. Her mother, dangling from a ledge,
Oh, good, we found it.
herself to safety. How
Thanks,
could she
Bluetooth.
possibly save her family when she couldn't even save herself?
I can't give up now. Mom needs me.
Jenny
Spritzy.
had barely survived. Was she really prepared for the dangers that lay ahead?
It's too late to turn back now.
Oh, that took a while.
It might have been her recent brush with death, but Jenny's heart was pounding in her chest.
Wish I was hungry.
That's not my heart.
That's the walkie... Oh, it's the
CJ's
compass.
The needle is shaking like crazy.
That's it? what happened to the compass?
Yeah, how did the compass help there at all?
It's just gonna be another, probably.
Jeez, you have so many more Pokemon than I do, Bluetooth.
Yeah, he has a lot. 383 moms. Mon. You see that? What the fuck?
What is this, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
Whoa, now. No need for insults like that. Am I gonna jump back on the damn bridge? These rocks all have a little chip in them. They're all the same. That's weird.
Aliens?
Aliens, indeed. Literally every rock has a small chip in it. Why is that like that?
Is it the aliens or the geese?
Hmm.
Something is amiss here.
Who puts small chips in things? Aliens or geese?
Small. People put small chips in things or...
Probably aliens. And, you know, they chip you. They tag you.
Oh yeah, there you go. They put small chips in you.
But maybe the geese do that too. I'm not saying they don't.
Maybe the geese just provide the salsa for the small chips.
I want salsa and chips.
I know, I'm really hungry now.
I know, we didn't even eat that long ago.
No, we ate like right before stream.
That's stupid, dude.
Like, straight up ate, showered,
But
started
like,
the stream.
a couple times, I'm like,
hungry.
what am I gonna eat after the stream? And I
Yeah.
keep thinking like, wait, I already
Jenny
ate.
spent her whole childhood exploring the woods behind her house.
The freaking rice.
I've never seen this before.
It's not
Then
built to
she
last.
remembered CJ's words.
People don't see things they aren't looking for.
She knocked on the rusty metal.
Hollow. It's a trapdoor.
You don't say.
It's a trap. Cool. I like that one. Okay, let's just turn it.
It's rusted up pretty badly. I can't move it.
Okay.
You should have taken some of Susie's bombs.
What a strange device. The wires are connected to the door.
Ooh, how annoying.
Yeah.
Nice.
Turn the door. Watch for the geese. I don't know how many will be inside.
Please shut the door quickly behind you as to not allow in the geese.
Sworn enemies. I thought this was a wall. No.
Yeah, I thought this was a vertical surface.
Jenny.
I guess these are leaves on the ground, though. that are-
Yes, suppose so.
I can't just leave this unexplored. I have to see where it leads.
And so Jenny descended blindly into the unknown.
Jenny,
YOLO.
you're crazy. Jenny, you're crazy.
She screamed YOLO.
As she popped another Molly.
Dabbing her way down.
Have a night every night, she exclaimed. Bro tip.
This is poggers.
This is just inside again.
You're so right. Good game that was. It was fun.
Yeah, I liked it.
We could technically put it on our list, but it
We
doesn't
could
really,
rank it, yeah.
doesn't really feel like it, you know? We should have an indie list, maybe. An indie list makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, it took a stream and a third to finish.
Yeah.
It was good, though. It was good. Did like.
Yeah, great.
Oh, there's that pine scent.
That didn't sound good.
Go in the bathroom? Tim?
Tim, finally. Reunited, and it feels so good.
In all her short life, Jenny LeClue had never found herself in such a peculiar place.
Oh, Susie's place was pretty
Yeah, I don't
weird.
know. This is like a lot
Once
like
Sue
Susie's
Rifle's
attic.
pond was suddenly an ocean of mysterious possibilities. Equal parts terrifying and intriguing, it was...
Incredible.
Yes.
This is just Tim
an
and Judy Kate
incredible
again.
mystery in her very own backyard.
Mysterious laboratory.
This is the second mysterious laboratory we've been in.
Yes. Mysterious Labrador.
And broken.
Jenny wiped
Match of
away a
wavelengths.
thick layer of dust.
Jeez,
Yeah,
how
we
long
played
has this
Spider-Man.
been here?
Clearly, the equipment had laid dormant for a long time, and yet...
That was actually fun, those, yeah.
Those little
lining up
puzzles,
the-
yeah.
Keith is always reading.
I like those.
Starship Cadets and the race for space.
Feels.
Alien.
Now I'm starting to sound like CJ. There must be a logical explanation for
But
it.
its
An
purpose
apple-scented
would remain a
monster?
mystery.
I'll just press all the buttons to see what happens.
Oh dear.
Polarity A. So it controls the speed at which they're flowing from left to right. Maybe? I don't know what that's doing. I don't know.
What the hell am I trying to get here?
Oh, it just controls the way that the colored line is moving?
Yeah, but why would you ever...
Oh, are you just trying to match the red and blue one to the green one? So you've got the polarity wrong on both?
That's how it started, though.
Oh, yeah. So why do they install these switches?
Am I supposed to have any idea what the hell's going on right here?
No, it's changing the green one too, right? Yeah, you're changing the green one. I like what you've done with the red one, though. Oh, you're getting... Oh, look at that!
Ho ho! That looks cool.
As Jenny
Oh, wow.
Something hidden in the static.
This is the one small step for man that we heard on the radio. Write this down, write this down. Still doesn't actually sound like him.
I can hear it.
It keeps repeating.
Oh, yeah.
Animals and numbers. Animals and numbers. People in the future sure talk weird.
Was it a cry for help? A shopping list? Someone with extremely limited vocabulary?
Whatever it is, it must be important.
And so she transcribed it in her journal.
Cool.
One small step for man. One raccoon,
There's something
79.
stuck to the bottom of the ladder.
It was just a blank piece of paper.
Or is it?
Jenny traced her finger over the page.
It's rooms to go receipt.
She felt the clear indentations left
Still
by
have to
a
look at my
pen.
furniture.
I know exactly what to do.
Wow.
Someone has declared a thumb war.
1, 2,
Goose 69,
3,
Bear 420, CJ 666. Thank you,
It
Bluetooth.
was a code of some kind.
The world's least secure code.
Please enter authorization code to begin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Code accepted.
What kind of idiot do you take me for?
Activation.
Activision Studios?
Okay. Was it just really hard to pull?
I can't believe that worked. Enjoy our pine scent.
Hermetically sealed.
You will never wake up.
Oh, thanks for telling me. Emu 007, get that out of here.
You may know my brother, Tim. I am Mitt.
Kermit. It is not me who's trapped with you.
It's you who's trapped with me.
It is you who's trapped with me. Ah!
Oh, man.
Kermit returns. Kermit always returns, Bluetooth. There's no escape.
You thought you could escape me.
You made my brother Tim. I admit. Kermit.
That's like the big reveal. That's funny.
The twist villain is that it's been Kermit the Frog the whole time.
It says it's working, but what's it doing?
I'm sorry, did someone say they were having delicious pancakes?
Tim only sees inside. I see everything.
Tim was a fool.
Too narrow in sight.
Thinking he could judge the human heart. I don't know what the heck happened.
I don't know. I got lost in the Kermit. I got lost in the Kermit. Yeah, for his skin melts off. Good idea.
Well, I guess we can leave. I don't know what changed in the world.
I learned some crap. Ooh, very inside, yeah. God, falling would suck here.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Oh.
Oh, the rocks are floating. That's
Things
wild.
have changed.
Damn, we got some anti-grav going on?
Boulders must have weighed a ton each, yet they floated in the air like balloons.
But why is it selectively... Oh, maybe they're, metal.
Was Jenny beginning to
We
make
need Tim to look
sense
inside
of CJ's
them.
Wild ramblings?
Tim, where are you, bro?
To unpack all this.
Tim will not help you.
Tim is out of commission. Tim won't be helping you anymore.
Dang.
Oh, God.
Treehouse.
Our old fort.
It didn't look like much, but this treehouse had once been Jenny and Keith's favorite hiding spot.
I could never climb up there on my own. Keith always had to help me.
They
Yeah, I
schemed
wonder
and
why.
planned and
Because
swore
Keith
never
is
to
like
let
14
anything
feet
come
tall.
between them.
Yeah, the giant.
And Jenny's tiny.
Keith's the BFG.
Yes.
What a good book back in the day that was. All right, well,
I
it's about time, I
remember
think.
they had bubbles and it made them fart. Because the bubbles
Something
went
like
down
that. Yeah,
instead of
I
up.
remember they went to the giant realm and he had a trumpet, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. Yeah, BFG, Big Friendly Giant.
Well, good stream. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
And they had weird names.
This was Friday.
Like the Goober Snatcher and stuff.
Goober Snatcher.
Yeah, it's not that far off.
That's what they call the police. Anyway.
The Goober Snatcher.
Thank you, Luke.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you being
Oh my
here.
god, speed. Speed. I love speed.
Anyway, you guys have a lovely weekend. Ha ha ha.
We're not. We won't tell you what to do. You live your life however you want.
Discord, follow us on Twitter. Your moments following us on Twitter may be your last. So, I'll let you go.
You know what? Yeah, do something good with your life and follow Squidville in your last moments before Mint gets you. Before Mint gets his mitts. Don't tell me what to do. Yeah, I love that joke from Drake and Josh. I always remember it when the mailman knocks on the door and Josh answers it and stuff. And he hands him his package and Josh is like, "Have a nice day," and the guy's like, "Don't tell me what to do." I'm like, that's so funny.
Well,
It's a good
that'll
joke.
do it for us. Henry, any last words to close the stream for us?
Yeah, do it or don't do it. I won't tell you what to do, but if you have some words, speak them now. Or like, don't, 'cause I won't tell you what to do.
If Henry logged off already and went to bed, we're streaming for
Oh man,
48 hours.
Kermit's plan has come to fruition.
I've trapped them here. Squidville can never rest.
You can
Thank
never
you.
escape.
Henry is merely my pawn.
You didn't even realize we were playing chess.
Henry FGG. That stands for Henry Frog. Get good.
Frog, get good.
Well, I got the Vikavolt, so I'm happy.
All right.
I guess we'll just end the
Well.
stream then.
No final words. All right. Well, peace out then.
Bye.
Bye.